Hi, how's everyone doing? Welcome in. Congrats getting first Phoenix, congrats getting second Stitch, congrats getting third Trevor. Hope you're all doing well. Puppo does not like to claim first. Oh, wait, no, fist. Never mind, I see. Also, hi RM, hi Seven Tailed FX. I don't mind looking over there when it just looks like I'm not paying attention. That is RM, 7, and JD. I hope you're all doing well. I am still a little bit of it. Low-key, I think I mentioned it during stream yesterday, but I called in sick to work yesterday. I also called in sick today because I've been like just waking up feeling like death for a while. His hands, oh no. And I've sort of been in a position of like, I mean, a not insignificant amount of that time was me getting footage for a video. So I think in terms of, actually, how long have we been playing this for? Where is the playlist for this? There's 7 streams, like 4, 7, 11, 14, 19, 20. Oh yeah, no, that is just about 24 hours. We haven't actually played that much extra. Oops. Well, sorry. But yeah, I hope everyone's doing good. I've not been feeling my best. I'm still like, honestly, I probably wasn't too sick to go to work, but I was in that mentality where it was like, I think I'm going to crash out if I do, on top of not feeling physically great. So I was like, I'm just going to call in sick, whatever, I'll be fine. I knew I didn't have any appointments today. I knew I'd be fine. I'm still working Saturday and I'm not getting a lunch break for it. I just have to work the full day without leaving the building, which is very annoying, but I will also take that. Will was finally read. Only 4 inheritors were named. Yoichi, Tsukijiro, Seizo, and Mizuno. Of that group, if they're alive by midday 2 days from now, they will inherit the family's fortune. It's so convenient that they're like reiterating all this stuff. So is that a Slater lyric or is that a new Madonna lyric? 100%. No, it's fine, Stitch. I'm like, it's not like it's like in a bad, like I'm, I was just not feeling good. Oh, that's not it. Oh God. That fucking tweet. I'm still like, first of all, I muted that one ages ago. So I only realized it was there because Looney had retweeted it. So I went and tapped on it, or Looney had like quote tweeted or whatever. That's Crank. Gotcha. But like I went and tapped on it. It's like 101,000 likes. It's like double ratio of the original post. And I'm just like, ugh. And there's so many retweets, which means that there's also inevitably so many quote tweets. And I can't read those anymore because people don't know how to read. And it's exhausting. Not to like immediately start the stream on a rant, but also like this, like I need to never use Twitter. I should stop because whenever a tweet gets any amount of traction, it just stresses me out. I don't like being perceived by people who are on Twitter. Because like the whole point of the tweet is like, we need to be able to reckon with how dire the situation is. And that means recognizing that somebody who has 30K in savings, while that is a lot of money, is still a lot closer to you at full broke than you are necessarily realizing. And your insistence on not recognizing that is part of why you don't realize quite how broke you are in terms of why we need the system to change. People were like, oh, so you're saying that $30,000 isn't any money? Like the same as $0? And I'm like, yeah, totally. That's exactly what I said. Of course. Because we all just have a bunch of head injuries and we're all working it out together. Yeah, I just, and like Twitter doesn't really ever make me happy. Like I like seeing the art. I like seeing the people who don't wear clothes on there. That part's fun. Everything else, I don't really. But yeah, I don't know. So also, the one thing that has been pissing me off that I will actually mention about that stuff is like as part of that Twitter thread, whatever, I mentioned something about like retirement and said something along the lines of like 30,000 Canadian dollars will get you like 1 to 3% of the way to your retirement. And there are a bunch of people who got very mad about that. And we're like, that's so ignorant. Like, you don't need that. It's like, yes, you do. I promise you, you need so much more than you think you need to retire. First of all, 30,000 Canadians, about 22,000 American. So like, keep that in perspective. But also like, retirement costs so much money. Unless you're planning on working till you're 70 and then dying at 75, you need realistically Like, unless you own your property or are prepared to live somewhere cheap, all this stuff, like, you're going to need at least probably $1 million to retire, which is ridiculous. And part of why that thread exists, to be like, it's not fair that this is the system where you need to have that much money just to like comfortably be old. But I don't know, people can't read, so they're just so mad about it. Anyways, says it's already out of the running, so only 3 remain. Wonder why Kiyomasa Kukuri wrote such a will. It was clear this would become a bloodbath, and yet... I wonder if we'll make it to the day after tomorrow without anything bad happening. Well, I mean, like, this is the thing too, in terms of the scale of things, like, yeah, the millionaires, like, fuck them, whatever. Like, they also have too much. But, like, a millionaire, I mean, I guess depending on how many millions they have, but if someone has, like, $1 million in combined assets, and that's what they're retiring on, like, that is on the low end. Like, that's what I mean, is that, like, and it's not to say those people aren't still living very privileged lives, because they are. If you're able to retire comfortably, that is privilege. It's just bullshit that is privilege. It's like, sorry, I know this is like not a fun vibe to start a shoot and order stream on, but also it's either this or murder, which I guess apparently you sickos like, so I don't know. But like, it's like, or the comparison I made with somebody, I can't even remember who I said this, because I ran into about a bunch of people, is like, there's that thing about how rent should only be 1/3 of your income, right? Like, that's like a metric for like good budgeting or whatever that people have in mind. That metric doesn't, that's not a good budget. That's a poverty budget. That standard originally came about to describe someone who is in like dire financial straits. Their rent at worst, like if their rent is taking up 1/3 of their income, that's bad. Like, that's a sign that they are not making enough money for where they live. But like, people have internalized that so much, and the situation has just gotten more and more severe that they've just been like, I guess that's good. Like, that, you know, good budgeting means just 1/3 of your money goes to rent, which it shouldn't. If things have kept up with inflation, if income, if all that stuff had kept up with inflation and pricing, then it would be nowhere close to that for a lot of people, but it hasn't. And that's kind of the point of it, is that like, this stuff isn't fair. It's not scaling properly for people. It's not improving at the rate it needs to, because people think that when we talk about wages going up at the rate that they need to, it sounds ridiculous because it's dollars and dollars and dollars instead of cents and cents and cents like it used to be for past generations. But that's how inflation works. It's a percentage. You know, over time, $1 is worth less and less, and proportionally less and less compared to what it was during previous periods of inflation. I don't know. It's so... people are just so unwilling to understand how this stuff works. And like, it is like, truth, I keep on tweeting it, and I've said it a bunch of times, like, go to a bank, go talk to somebody at the front counter and say like, how much, like, I need to figure out what I'm going to do to retire. Can you please help me? It doesn't matter what age you are. Go in there and tell them that. They will book you an appointment with somebody who can help you with that. If you don't want credit, don't get credit, because they'll probably have pre-approval or something, or they'll offer you some stuff. Like, don't worry about that. Literally just get like financial advice from them and be like, hey, what do I need to be saved? Like, what numbers do I need? Because those are the numbers that I'm talking about. Like, it's I don't know, people don't want to accept how shitty it is, because then it means acknowledging that they're fucked, which I get that, but like, don't shoot the messenger. And also, if you don't acknowledge how shitty it is and leave your head buried in sand, then congratulations, you're just gonna not retire. Like, it's not gonna get better if you don't acknowledge how bad it is. You know, like, pretending the building is not on fire doesn't magically make the fire go out. And pretending that your neighbor, whose apartment isn't on fire, is the problem, as opposed to the billionaires who set your apartment building on fucking fire, like, that's part of the problem too. I need to not focus on that, because it's just going to piss me off. Again, I need to not be on Twitter, because all it does is aggravate me, and it doesn't make me more constructive or like useful or productive or anything. So, Reishimbe, the inheritance will remain in limbo until at least the day after tomorrow. Also, yeah. Actually, no, I will say one more. This is also why it's important to start earlier. Like, the earlier the better. It's never too late to start, but like, the earlier the better. Literally just putting some money away. Doesn't have to be much, because it does add up fast. Like, I'm very lucky that my employer offers like matching contributions for my, like, for a pension, which is insane. I honestly would not be surprised if they tried to take that away down the road, because it's kind of the route they're headed down. But like, I contribute, I can't can't remember how much I contribute to my stuff. I think like 12% of my paycheck goes towards either my pension or a combination of like my pension and then some like share ownership thing that my company does. And that is still a lot. And I can only really afford to do it because I have YouTube and Twitch and like Patreon and stuff. It covers some differences there, but like even then, like it's so much work to catch up to what I could have been doing if I could have gotten a job earlier and all that stuff, you know? Anyways, start early. Start doing this stuff as soon as you can. And if you haven't already, then start tomorrow. Which of course means you have to stay here and watch over things until then. But it's only 48 hours. If you sleep through it, it'll pass soon enough. I don't think it'll be that simple. One of them is already dead, and we still don't know who did it. Killer might not be anyone on this island anymore, you know? They might have already crossed the bridge and fled to distant lands. Well, we broke the bridge, so it's possible they're the ones who made the bridge collapse so no one could follow them. Now that you mention it. So you're saying that Seizo wasn't killed for money and it was all... Oh, they're saying that he got killed and like they were out of there before we even got... Okay. If it was just a thief or someone with a grudge, then this had nothing to do with the will. Considering the timing, this murder can only be related. I was just talking about possibilities. It's best not to dwell on these things. Even if you did solve this case, there's nothing in it for you. Just focus on getting through the next 48 hours. That way things will be easier for us. You're right. Besides, what you really want is information about the other incident, correct? If you mess about here, you may end up as the next target and die a meaningless death. Anyway, I'm going to take a stroll in the gardens. If you need me, just call out. Mr. Shimabe. Everyone keeps misgendering us. Assuming too much gender fluid. Why would you try to cover for someone like me? I want you not to get involved with me, remember? I can't just leave you. Normally I would accuse it of pet slop, but we are a girl, so this is actually Yuri, which makes it okay. You might have said that, but you look so helpless that I just couldn't ignore you. Besides, as a witness, I have to right any wrongs here. Which is... Not the role of a witness, but okay. With things as they are now, I'm afraid something not very nice will happen to you, Mr. Shimabe. What? I've got a bad feeling about this. I'm afraid that another person might die. Oh. Also, was she part of the death game that we played in the first route? Because, like, I swear she just looked so familiar this whole time, and I feel like she might have been. But I don't know. What are you doing? It's only that serious. I'm just educating our maid here. Is there anything wrong with that? Might I ask that outsiders keep their nose out of Koei family business? You don't need to hurt her, though. Are you about to tell me this goes against the doctrines? Like I said, I'm educating her, not beating her. The quickest way to make a maid remember her place is to make her body remember. Oh, I don't like that. Mr. Shimabe, please understand that Mr. Yoichi doesn't do this every day. Oh, this is all my doing. He's not a heretic, so please don't misunderstand his actions. Diva, stand up for yourself. Get a gun. I speak of doctrines and heretics. I just don't get what these people are so afraid of. Fate worse than death. No, just death. Isn't that enough? There's another cleaning to do. Get up. We're still technically a potential inheritor, right? Gotta do something useful so you don't shame us in front of society. Normally, someone like you would have been fired by now. Please forgive me. Ow. Are you alright, Miss Mizuno? I think I've sprained it. Shiratori, perfect timing. Did you look at Miss Mizuno's ankle for her? My medical fees. What? If she's willing to pay me 90% of the Kikuri fortune for my expertise, then I'll look after her. But then I'll look at her. What are you talking about? Be fine, I can stand. Hurry up, you useless lump. Right, I'm sorry. You. Impartial witness, huh? I just used something in my way. Keep your nose out of this, got it? They are assholes. I kind of thought the doctor might not be that bad. Jeez. I wish everyone would hurry up and die. I mean, he's not wrong there, I guess. I feel like he's in cahoots with the maid. I don't know why I'm getting that thought. It just feels like it might be possible. They're all so horrible. Why don't we just use the power of God and send them flying? So you were listening to that. Come on, just pray already. Let's go, let's go. There's no reason to keep people like that alive. I want to see him go flying. Love this energy for her. Is that something an angel should be saying? How would you explain that to Inagami though? He definitely gets suspicious and run off. All you can do is spend the next 47 hours staying quiet and not drawing attention. If you don't end this, then you won't be able to question Inagami about anything. Can I try and find Seizo's killer by using the power of God? You're already using it. Oh, you mean Revelation? I was more imagining a power that would instantly give me the culprit's name. You should already be here. You should already be hearing God's whispers to you. You just don't understand them. So you need to gather evidence to understand what God is trying to tell you. So no matter what, I still need to investigate or I won't figure anything out, right? Exactly. You still have time before the next meeting, so why don't you do that while killing time? You say that, but where should I start? How about looking into the victim himself? I still don't know anything about Seizo Kukuri at all. Once you know more about him, we might find a new lead. Oh, that makes sense. Thanks for the advice, Mikatoru. Hey, what about me? Hello, praise me too. You'll be off then. Yeah, God's using Twitch whispers. We don't want you to be on the suspect list. Right, yeah. Just where are they hiding? Come on. Yes? Do you need something? So, I'd like to ask you about the victim, Seizo Kukuri. You know something, don't you? What something do you mean? Young Master Seizo would often leave the lake to have fun on the outside. So much so he was rarely here at all. So he was a pleasure seeker. Anything else? I can't say much more, Mr. Detective. If they knew that I talked to you, I'd be sent away from here. I'm here, I should ask him about something else. Uh-oh. Come on, Domon, have you been working here long? Well, yes. I've worked here since the Master's company became successful and he built this place. Which would mean you know everything about the Kukuri family then. Of course not. I don't know anything. I forgot that this is how this works. You just snap your fingers like that. Did I do something wrong? Fuck. Sorry, it's a habit. Just failed. I don't know why their trust in me would go down when I'm... just because I snapped weirdly. It always seems a good-for-nothing blockhead who can't do anything. Got a person was Kimasa Kukuri. He was a great man. I'm not the smartest, so I don't really get it, but the master was called the Alchemist of Shooten. He created his own compounds and used them to make completely new medicines. It was all thanks to his ingenuity and hard work that his company took off. Also, I think... I'm just gonna turn down their voice a little bit. Because I feel bad talking over them, but I also feel like it's better to do that. How about him as a person? Never really smiled. But he had the kindest heart, the highest heart. I owe my life to him. You let me, a single man without family or anything, work for him for this long. Master, why'd you have to leave before I did? I'm a dog when you go to work. If you'd ordered me to, I would have laid down my life in an instant. So, I mean, that's fair. This is a confusing game. Basically, what's currently happening is like... So, we're the leader of a cult, and also we're a president. We're like if the Pope was giving a little bit of non-binary. And then someone murdered us and chopped us up into pieces. And then for some reason, each of our 5 ministers have parts of our body. That part I'm still not really super clear on why they all took a part of him or part of her. But then God intervened and was like, hey, you should actually figure out who did this to you. And then gave us 2 angels. And now we have to go solve the murder by accusing each of our ministers one by one. And each time we accuse one of them, the game turns into a different genre. So this is our Ace Attorney route. Anything strange happened in the days leading to his death? Well, the master was bedridden with his illness, but more recently he's been looking a lot better. Oh, that actually does seem like... Yes, okay, good, we're using this right. Yeah, so we're theocratic gender fluid pope. Mr. Ready video? Yes, this is the one I talked about in that. He was healthy enough to walk around this mansion? Yeah, those eyes really look healthy. No, his health is as bad as always, but apparently he'd taken some medicine that he'd been keeping and was feeling great. Medicine that he'd been keeping. Huh? Yes, apparently it worked on anything, but the side effects were nasty. Even so, I hope the master was able to walk around his mansion one last time. As if he was in good health. What do you think about the will? I'm not very smart, so I don't get it. Why is this happening? The 3 young masters and masters made Mizuno all get a fair share, right? I just don't understand why the young masters are so angry. What do you think about Miss Mizuno's name being listed and not your own? Oh my, I could never inherit. The master's already been too kind to me. Sorry for asking so many questions, but you were very helpful. Yes, sir, detective. Please make sure young master says this killer gets what's coming to them. He was a playboy, sure, but he wasn't a bad person. If you want to know more about him, why don't you see his room? I'll show you where it is. Yeah, sure, please. Also, we're wearing a mask because no one can recognize us when we wear the mask. And also so far we finished 2 routes. We've done the Ministry of Science and the Ministry of Health. Ministry of Health is the Zero Escape route. Ministry of Science is just like straight up visual novel. Thank you, Domon. No problem. Just don't tell anyone I showed you where it is. Well, I don't want anyone getting angry with me. Don't worry, detectives are known for keeping secrets. Thanks. I'll be going now. Blessed be the shooting order. Everything happens to Eeyore. You're a real detective now. Way to go. Ah, scared me. She's just looking for, no, she's just looking for real. Also, yeah, for whatever reason, everybody assumes that we're a boy, in spite of the fact that, like, we look pretty neutral. Also, hi, Kahaka, thank you for the hydration check. How are you doing? But yeah, the only times anyone realizes that we're a girl is when someone basically just grabs our chest for one reason or another, or like grabs our waist and like, oh my god, wait, he's so skinny. A boy could never be have this grabbable of a waist. It must be a girl. But then they all keep it secret for reasons. And also all of our ministers, including our Minister of Health, who did our like checkups, kind of didn't know that we were a girl, so who knows. Anyways, you always be out of nowhere. Mind that, you need to be careful not to take your eyes off Inagami. He's our target, don't forget. I know that. Something's stuck here. Does it say so left? There's some numbers written on it. What do they mean? Diva, it's a password. Come on, we've got to be able to put that one together without having to snap. Pass 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, it says pass 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think technically, is in password. I don't know, but that's pretty lax of him to have it written here. Although I find the semblance of the password to be more worrying. Or is it saying? Or does it say? No, that is definitely a 2, is it not? Pass 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Something stuck here. It's a shopping list they wrote. Doesn't really have anything to do with his death. It's a huge TV. I bet it was really expensive. Earn like a man. 10 ways to get rich. Certified charismatic. His bookshelves represent his personality, apparently, but these are also shallow titles. Yeah, that sounds about right. Dude, what do you have to say? This was so tacky. The owner really had no taste. Well, let's just hurry up and finish this thing. Go back to pursuing Inagami. A ring light? You know what, actually, I do feel like that is something that is worth... Oh, okay, I guess we don't have any questions about that. He uses when your photos appear much nicer. He cared about his appearance, I bet he uses when he took selfies. Not that he has much to work with. This is a shit ring light for that purpose. Ray's not giving me an influence. This is plain rude. What are these bottles for? Is there some kind of crazy drug in it? Looks like it had aromatherapy oils. It has nothing to do with the case. You know what? I want to see about that. Nope. Snap your fingers here does nothing. I feel like it's worth investigating the aromatherapy oils because sometimes those do mean something. They could reveal that somebody had a scent on them that reflected this. So much jewelry all over the floor. They look like brand items, but money doesn't buy taste, huh? This bed. It's all made up. I wonder if Mizuno does that too. Window is locked tight. It looks fine. Oh, I thought we would have clicked on that. I'm dumb. This is Seizo's tablet. Sometimes actions require selecting evidence. You select or set evidence. It's either that or the machete. Snap. Don't tell me this is the password. It's like the password right next to it. People, let's see if it really exists. I mean, to be fair, if someone is breaking into this house and has gotten this far, you might as well just give them the fucking password. They've worked for it. It worked. Stupid people really do exist. But this helps. People being stupid makes their job much, much easier. Depends what your job is. Ah, this is his messenger app. Oh my god, he was on Grindr ordering the Madonna album. He was last talking with a friend of his. I'm in such a high right now. What's up? You know already, tomorrow I'm gonna finally throw my brothers into a pit of despair. Hope, despair. They'll find out I'm the smartest of all of us. Nabi, Oichi, and Creepy Tsukijiro are gonna cry like babies. Serves them right, too. Anyways, where's this stuff? Or where's the stuff? In the courtyard. Last message was only half finished. He wrote those messages yesterday, so by tomorrow he means today. Brilliant detective work. Today, maybe he's planning on doing something during the will reading. Something that would make his brothers fall into a pit of despair. Weird. It doesn't look like there's anything else of interest here. What do they mean by the stuff and in the courtyard? Ah, look, I can see a really pretty building in the courtyard. Why don't we check it out? Come on, let's go, hurry! We've done it and investigated. Now it's time to go bother other people about this stupid investigation into this person that nobody seems to be that concerned with the death of. Look, even we're more concerned with just like the maid being mistreated, which like is a bad thing. It's a strange structure. Kind of looks like a glass bird cage. Oh, this is so much fun! Ray, keep the investigating to a minimum. As long as you at least look like a detective, we won't be kicked out of here. I know that, but I leave the rest to you. Oh, okay. Where are you going? You literally have nothing better to do. Why are you not here? Where do you think you're going? You said that like it's easy. This means no perfect timing. What is this structure? I would love if you could take me around it. Mr. Shimabe, I'm begging you. Don't come near me. What? I'm working right now. Miss Mizuno. After all the abuse she's endured, I don't blame her for keeping to herself. How can I get her to open up to me? Let me snap at her. That always works. People like it when you do that to them. In order for her to speak freely, you might have to just force her hand. Miss Mizuno, you're the killer, aren't you? You're the killer, not Ezra's wife. What? How could you? You suspect me too, Mr. Shimabe? I do, which is why I must question my suspect. That is what I'll say if anyone comes here and starts questioning us. The detective is talking to a suspect. That's all. Miss Mizuno, I need you to work with me. If this case doesn't get solved... It doesn't. The issue of the Kikori family inheritance has nothing to do with me. Yeah, honestly, I'm kind of the mindset that like... I'll pretend to investigate, let the deadline pass, and I'll get Inagami. I think my current theory right now is that her and the doctor are in cahoots because they both knew that she would be in the will somehow, or they expected that one of them would be, or maybe all of the staff are, and they expected one of the staff members would be, and they're all going to split it afterwards or something. Our one piece of evidence currently is just that giant ass machete that's left in, or that was left in his body. But I think like, and that could have been anyone. But yeah, I do think that the maid is going to turn out to be a little, it's going to be cynical. It's going to be like, we're not just helping someone. All right, I only have a little time though. Thank you. That would explain also why she doesn't want to talk to us, because she's like, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to help you at all. Just what is this glass building? It's a greenhouse. You can control the temperature and humidity so you can grow all sorts of rare flowers. The entrance is this way. Shall I take you there? Yes, thank you. Do you come ask Kikori like plants? Yes, so I've heard. Apparently this greenhouse was built so the master could pursue gardening as a hobby. Can I go look inside? Honestly, I don't even like plants that much, but if I ever got like rich, I probably would want to have a conservatory. Partially just so I can live my Clue fantasy, but also just because like, I don't know, in rural Alberta, we don't tend to have a lot of like, not a lot of nice plant life going on. Half the year everything's dead. The other half of the year it's like pine trees and grass that's going brown because we're running out of water. However, in order to enter, you must pass under the decontamination arc. For arch, you can only enter after you've been decontaminated so you don't damage the plants. Okay. So Miss Mizuno, can you show me around the inside too? Is this part of your investigation? Yes, I still have many questions I want to ask. I'll continue inside. Alright, come this way. Also, like, again, this excuse isn't gonna work on the people who live here. Like, the family doesn't give a shit about whether or not we're investigating. They kind of are annoyed that we're doing that. Whatever, such a pretty flower. What is this one called? Brown. I have no idea. I don't know much about flowers. Everything is controlled automatically by that console over there. That is why neither myself nor Domon will ever come in here. Nearly all of it is controlled by that machine. Now that Kiyomasa has died, what will happen to this greenhouse? I suppose it'll pass to whoever inherits. Which would mean it could pass to you. Certainly not. The young masters are so much more worthy than I am. I often see them coming in here. You mean Yoichi and the others? What about Seizo? Yes, I see all of them come in and out of this place. That's them being interested in plants. There's something else in muck here. Has something to do with Seizo's messages. Did he say the stuff in the courtyard? Although looking around here, there only seems to be flowers in here. I really should be getting back. I still have work to do. Wait a moment, I still have questions. Miss Mizuno, how long have you been working here for? Almost 2 years. The factory I've been working at had decided to close and I was out of a job. I then saw an advertisement for a live-in maid and they most graciously employed me. I suppose that was because I have experience in nursing. That... You have experience as a nurse? I used to work at Shuten General Hospital. Wait, that does make her one of the sisters, isn't it? Hold on, okay. Let me check this, because I have been feeling this way since the last stream. And I want to see if it actually is... Wait, the first one isn't the right one. I want part 2. she one of the sisters? Maybe she's one of the sisters who died. Like right at the very beginning. Like, she looks so familiar. Am I insane? Because if she worked at the general hospital, that does mean, like, that feels like she genuinely might have some bigger involvement just at large. Also, where the fuck is it? Does the game not show us all of them? Wait, there we go. We got a list. Hold on. I have no idea where that is. I developed an allergy to some of the medications, and I was unable to continue. These medications aren't being used here, so I was fine. Yori Mizuno. No, the sisters were Funo. I feel like I'm going insane. I could have sworn we saw her at some other point in the story. Oh, wait, we'll just skip this. No, what about the factory? Factory for clothes making. I love making clothes. Ever since those droids that can make clothes faster and better than I came out. Also dropped automation. Times like that, when being so specialized in one area can really hurt you. I prefer clothes you make those mass-produced by robots. What? Thank you. Kimasa. What kind of person was Kimasa Kuri? Well, I hope you don't misunderstand me. I thought he was quite a lovely old man. He had many facades. To society, he was the CEO of a huge company and a scientific mastermind. But to me, I saw the face of an old man, overflowing with love, calmly awaiting death. The master told me about many things, like his lifestyle up to then, for example. Sure, I guess. Let's ask about the lifestyle. Kimasa's lifestyle? Okay, so are these correct? Or are these... Because it's not punishing me for these ones. But it's also not giving me the snap, so he spent his entire life thinking about making money. As I've been told, he had a rough time when he was poor. So as long as it made him money, he did anything and everything he could. However, he told me not to live like he did. Why? While he gained a huge fortune, he also became extremely lonely. It doesn't matter how much money you have, in the end you really don't have anything. He said those who are obsessed with money have their souls taken by it. I had no idea what he meant back then. But in the end it looks like he wasn't able to change. He would mutter about having to continue supporting those idiots until he died. By idiots, do you mean his company's customers? That was quite a weird way to speak. No, he means his children. Who knows? The master never spoke of his customers in such a disparaging way, so I was shocked. So it wasn't his customers, then who was it? His sons? Who else could it be? Anyway, it looks like Kimasa Kikuri had more going on in the background. You haven't talked about his company's products here. What are his company's products? So his company's products. I didn't really understand him, so I didn't really remember much. No need to apologize. That sounds a bit silly. That's smart. No basis that cause all sorts of issues. You're reaching the others always so rough with you? It was like they were bullying you. It's not my fault. If I'd done my job better, then... Okay. What about this? You've done your job better, huh? You think so too, Mr. Shimbe? No, I was just repeating your words. Hi, Juan. I'm doing good. How are you? Okay, so I guess that's... Yeah, I will say, so far, I think this is my least favorite route in terms of the mechanics being used. I don't know. What do you think about your name being listed as a potential heir on the will? I don't understand why he would do that. While he was alive, the master never spoke to me about inheriting anything. Let's see about a follow-up. Because, like, again, this is the thing. I hate it with any of these sort of games. It annoys me where it's like, I think there is a way to ask the question that is appropriate. Like, what do you mean he never talked about it? Like, did he talk about inheritance at all with you? Because that would be how I would want to think. Like, did he talk about someone else inheriting? Like, did he mislead you? Did he just not talk about it ever? Like, sort of, that feels like an appropriate question to ask. I'm just checking, and now our trust is going to go down. Or maybe not. If he had, I know I would have turned him down. Actually, okay, maybe this is the one where we get to snap? No, really. Okay, Jesus. If I turn him down, such a fortune would be too much for me to bear. Okay, so at no point were any of the snapping points useful. God damn it, I have to get back. Can't keep her here for much longer. Okay, shall we go? Time else work? You're very helpful, thank you. It's nothing. Anyway, you haven't been shown to your room for tonight, have you? I already made up for you, this way. So glad to hear one. Let's see. This is your room. If there's anything you need, please let me know. Now, if you'll excuse me. I think it's interesting that there's so many devices that all seem to have the same, like that share that number that aren't probably, like, because there was also a signpost in the backyard that had the 167 on it, didn't it? Oh shit. She left. I wasn't planning on staying, so I don't have anything with me. It's still too early to sleep yet. Perhaps I should pretend to investigate a little more. The serial killer might be here in this mansion after all. Let's check it out just in case. Great hall. There's a large hall we had the meeting. Nadaro Suzu's here too. You know, that's about it. I'll be back at the office in 2 days' time. Things are completely up in the air right now. Even I don't know how this will end. Okay, thanks. Oh, it's you. Is your investigation going well? No, not yet. Better get to it then. That's your job, remember? Or are you not satisfied with your line of work anymore? The CEO knew his will would affect the company's future. So why did it come to this? Oh, my head hurts. Damn it. Could I ask you a few questions? Make it snappy. I'm a very busy person. Mario. What's your relationship with the Kikuri family, Mr. Suzu? I've been working at Kikuri Pharmaceuticals for a very long time. As you as well, I was his right-hand man. So now I am acting in his place and making all the managerial decisions for the company. Yuichi isn't taking over management? Don't be so stupid. Who doesn't have such a pathetic excuse for a son? He's there as a formality. He interrupts management for fun and it's getting in the way. Assholes, really. The only person who could run such a company was someone with a lot of experience. Like me. Don't expect someone with still green behind the ears like yourself wouldn't understand. What kind of person was Kiyomasa Kikuri in your eyes? These products have contributed to so much to the development of the SHUTEN Order. When it comes to pharmaceuticals, our company has over 80% of the market. In manufacturing, we produce over 44% of the semiconductors used here. If it wasn't for him, our lives would have been different. This is how great of a man he was. About the will. What do you think about the will? It's nonsensical nonsense. To be honest, anyway. I understand splitting the inheritance between his sons, but to put the maid on there as well. What on earth was he thinking? In any case, the company's in danger. If his management wants any of them, then perhaps I should... Forget I said anything. Okay. Were none of those relevant? Is that what this is trying to tell me? Got a call, is that all? Yes, thank you. Should keep an eye on the useless sons. They've been using the CEO's money without a thought in the world. They'd definitely get rid of anyone if it was in their self-interest. I'm sure they wouldn't care if it meant killing one of their own just to get a bigger share. I'm sure one of them will slip up soon. Make sure you catch him in the act. Oh. Right. What an uncertain reply. You won't get far in society like that. I was a fool for expecting anything from you. Now I'm busy, so I'll be going now. Okay, bye. Thanks for the conversation. Question mark. Still some time, so perhaps I'll do some more investigating. Nothing to investigate in here. We just have to go talk to people, right? Yeah, none of that stuff is clickable. Let's talk to Kimas, or go to the pond, I guess. We're not talking to Kimas, so we're talking to whoever this guy is. Hallway connects all the Kikuri family bedrooms. Just why did Kiyomasa Kikuri leave such a will? Perhaps if I search his room, I might find the answer to that question. Where is his room, though? If I don't ask someone, I'll never find it. Well, why were you standing there like that? You just scared the hell out of me. Sorry. Damn it. Looking for Kiyamasa's room. The old man's room? It's that one. This one, thank you. This guy just came out from there. Oh my god, good for him. Don't tell me you're planning on going into the old fart's room. You might just be investigating or whatever, but I find you really suspicious. I know, I figured it out. You're just like that maid. Did you know? You're trying to steal a Kukuri fortune as well. I would never. That's why you're skulking around here. After Seizo's incident, meetings about the inheritance will be delayed. The maid was the killer, right? So stop blabbering and take away her right to our inheritance. I can't really do that. In order for the inheritance to go ahead, I need you to cooperate with me. Cooperate, huh? Let's see here. Are you currently living here in this mansion? Yeah, you got a problem with that? You make fun of me for being a shut-in instead of living with Daddy? I think those guys who go and work their asses off every day are the stupid ones. How do you spend your time? I manage large sums of money online. Oh god, he's doing crypto. I can get more money in a second than you could earn in a year. You know what? Let's see if this means anything. Are you making fun of me too? I feel like it's relevant to the question of the inheritance. You mean through stock exchanges or online gambling? He doesn't know he's got much money. Perhaps he's in debt. Kiyomasa Kukuri. Did you get along with your father? Huh? With that foul-mouthed old fart. He was always making fun of me. He'd call me a good-for-nothing slacker. So I told him you know better than me now. Kiyomasa was bedridden due to illness. His pride can save him from what happened to him. Makes me laugh. What happened to him? Maybe that's relevant. Never. Why bother asking anyone ever? How's the Hydlander? How are you doing? What is the point of having all these actions if none of them work? What do you think about the will? Oh, the old fart had lost his mind. Illnesses can make you do that after all. Otherwise, you would have never left anything to that maid. She totally buttered him up. I bet she used her feminine charms to get him. I won't forgive her just because she's a woman. Okay. Because I won't get much more from him. Sorry for taking up so much of your time. Since the killer maid's still close by, so please be careful. No way I'm gonna lose to a woman. Okay, sure. I still have some time, so perhaps I'll do some more investigating. Can I go into that room or no? Let's go to the garden pond. Why did I think it was going to his pond? Whatever, I'm stupid. I can't read. Each pond in the garden. It looks like they're keeping koi in it. My aunt used to have koi fish, I think. That's the eldest Kukuri-san's wife, Miki Kukuri. The main of his again. Is she feeding the koi? You want some food? Yes. Oh, what's wrong? Show me how much you want it. How disgusting. What are you looking at? I'm sorry. I was just looking around. While I'm here, allow me to ask you a few questions. About Miki Kukuri. Have you been married to Yoichi long? Better to talk to you about something so private. Is that private? Okay, fuck it. I'm just gonna keep doing this until something eventually works, I guess. I just dropped that right now. Okay, Christ. Never mind. We're never asking another fucking question again in our lives. It's just for my investigation. Who are you anyway? The Ministry of Justice guy seems to have the wrong idea about you. I don't have to answer you. So where did you graduate? What's your surname? How much money do you make? If you can't answer me, then you have no right to ask anything of me. You just go die as well. Hurry up. Go to hell. Sorry. Really, really innocent seeming, Miki. Were you close to Kiyomasa Kukuri at all? Huh? That stingy old fart? Don't make me laugh. My husband is his eldest son, yet he was so reluctant to cover our living expenses. And now he wants us to share our inheritance. And with that useless lump, too. Just remembering it all annoys me. Go to hell. Go directly to hell. Okay, so she does seem a little bit guilty. I will admit that. I also... What the fuck is the eye patch? Why does it look like something from the from Tears of the Kingdom? So about the will. I think it's invalid. Invalid, okay? It's not fair unless my husband gets the most. I won't allow that to go through. That's how it's supposed to be. My husband's the eldest. Even the stingy old fart said so. He has the right to get the majority of the money. I'll never forgive that damn parasite. Parasite? That greedy woman who got all cozy with the old fart so she could steal our fortune from us. I will never forgive her. Also, is that another line, Mitzi? She's totally lost her cool. I don't think I'll get much out of her now, so I'll just stop. Thank you for answering my questions. If you see something, though... Go to hell, go to hell, go to hell! I think the eye patch is, like, almost cool, but there's just something about it that's a little bit too, like... Oh, I should go. It looks a little too... dwarven as opposed to elvish, you know what I mean? I should go back to my room. Oh my god, we've done investigating. Can't even look at the fishies. Why are we even alive? Oh! Hey, I missed you so much, honey! Inagami! I can feel your vibes trailing along the ones that rain down on us from space. I forgot how fruity he was. Love that for him. I was like, hi, Kong-Chi, how you doing? Oh my god, 20 stream streak. Hey, get off me! What is wrong with you? I see, I see. You've been doing your best, but you haven't gotten anywhere, right? There's no need to worry. As long as I'm here, the truth will never die. As long as you continue, you will find yourself coming closer to the truth. The truth is always deep. Because... that's my theory. Is this bitch for real? While you were out investigating, I wasn't playing around either. I had been looking into how a third party could have gotten onto this island. And my conclusion was... magic! And something Himuru and Mikitoru were seen. There is no one here that wasn't invited. With the bridge out, we don't have to account for outsiders being part of this mystery. Relief. How's that for progress? I hope nothing happens tomorrow. I wonder... What? Even the founder, who should still be alive, is no longer with us. But tomorrow meant to last an eternity, irrevocably changed. We're no exception. He didn't have to say that. I'm the one he's talking about, I understand. I am, in fact, searching for an answer in order for there to be tomorrow for me. Kishiru Inagami. Are you really the one who killed me? If you are, then I will continue this charade until I get you to confess. So I can Jesus power explode you. Over here, can I ask you a few questions? Sure. But I can't tell you more about the founder's death. My request hasn't finished yet. I know. I want to ask you about something else. Starting investigation. Kishiru Inagami. You once said that you used to be a private detective as well, right? Yep, I got really into detective novels. It was my dream. I really wish that we lived at a point in history when you could just kind of develop a new profession that you go into. Come up with brilliant deductions, crack difficult cases, and unmask the villain. I looked up to those cool detectives who fought for justice. You knew it was in that will. What did you think about it? Me? Of course. I thought it was very funny. Funny? Snap, snap. Can you ask me a question? What kind of detective were you, Inagami? I was a great detective, if I do say so myself. Truly. I was passionate, too. At first, I helped both the Ministries of Security and Justice to solve their cases. Then they started calling me the Ghost White Brain Cell and had high hopes for my future. What the fuck does that mean? But then you quit? Yeah. I couldn't understand the difference between justice and truth. When I was a kid, I used to think that justice and truth were the same thing, but... No, they are the same thing. But there are also several ways to look at them separately. Like the reverse side of a reversey board. When flipped, white can become black. You're gonna have to be more specific. The one with the assistant who hated his ass? Oh, the Psycho Sleuth one, yes. Or like a die. On the top you see a 1, but the reverse is a 6. For 2, it's 5. For 3, it's 4. Contrary to what I believed, everything exists all at once. There's an omnipresence. When I figured out that truth, I could no longer work as a detective. Doesn't matter how much you seek justice or truth. How they're perceived depends on your stance. Even if I have a little bit. Race? Also, I don't know why that's the way that you guys keep framing that quote. The quote is... It's you race these little blob people. I'm sorry, did you say black people? So you race... Race? What? But everyone's at each other's throats because of what was written. If they slip up, they could die too. In fact, one is already dead, and we still don't know if his death is related to the will. But it's funny to think that such a mess could occur from an unrelated death. Unrelated? But if you're wrong and it is related, more people could die. Even Miss Mizuno. Yeah, cute little black person? It's certainly unrelated. And if it were, their deaths would be the result of the path his sons chose to walk on. Don't murder and violence go against the Order's doctrines? I'm sure that's how it went. You're right, but the doctrines prohibit murder and violence if you're doing them yourself. In other words, you can't do anything. What others do has no bearing on you. It's dangerous. So if you see a murder, you don't have to risk your life to stop the killer. That's what the Ministry of Security is for. All we have to do is report it, and then either watch or run. You haven't reported this, though. You were the one who said you wanted to investigate this. Am I wrong? Shit. Sorry, I almost spilled water all over myself. At first glance, what he was saying made sense. But letting things be, even though you know it'll end badly, even finding it funny. Don't joke about that. Kishu Inagami, there's something wrong with you. So is he indeed my killer? Or is there something wrong with this country? Or is it me? I think all of the above here, bud. Kiyomasa Kikuri. Hi Monokuma, how are you? Did you know Mr. Kikuri for long? She's 6'7". Wait, what? Okay, hi. Ever since I was a detective, Honest Kiyomasa was one of my clients. Baffled streamer, that is true. Really? I never forget the incident he asked me to solve back then. What kind of incident was it? I can't tell you. Client confidentiality is paramount, as I'm sure you're aware. But oh well, I'll just tell you anyway. Love him. Honestly, you know what? Are you sure? Messy bitch. It was so long ago and that client's dead now. You can't get upset with me. You can never tell this guy anything. Back then, Kiyomasa's request was to find whoever stole money from his company. Someone stole from Kukuri Pharmaceuticals? Yep, apparently the culprit snuck into the safe at the office. There's like I'm the only way you can steal money from a business anymore. The way he said that seems to imply something. The suspects were 6 of the top managers at the time. But at the time of the crime, everyone had an alibi. So there was some trickery afoot. Then Kiyomasa asked me to secretly find the culprit for him. Secretly? If I were to find them, I wouldn't tell the Ministry of Security or anything of the sort. If it was made public, then the culprit's family could be hurt as well. Which is why he insisted that everything be done quietly and not to rush anything. So he was being considerate? Or he was worried about appearances? And? Of course I figured it out. I unraveled all the trickery. What kind of trickery did they use? That is a secret. Aww. Too much of a hassle to explain, and I wouldn't want anyone to copy them either. I wouldn't do that. I feel like this is going to be a relevant detail later. Anyway, after you helped him with that, Kiyomasa started to rely on you? Something like that. So you remained in contact even after you became head of the Ministry of Justice. Yep. Getting approval from someone so high up must have made things easier for you. But you quit being a detective. Yep. Is the reason why also a secret? It is. But I expect I'll tell you soon enough. Once I feel up to it. Kishu Inagami. Looks like his skeleton's in his closet as well. Yeah, duh. He's the strongest suspect in my own murder, after all. It is very funny that in each route, literally the only thing that makes someone the strongest suspect is that we want him to be. The more I get to know him, the easier it may be to find solid evidence to prove his guilt. By the way, do the others here know about the money being stolen from the company? Like Yuichi or Suzu? Nope, Yuichi hadn't started there yet, and Suzu wasn't a suspect. Yeah, everyone who was connected is gone now, especially now that Kiyomasa's died. Everyone? Wouldn't the suspects know? Or are they all dead too? No one here knows about that, so you keep that to yourself. A detective has to protect their client's confidentiality, after all. But you told me everything. Oh no. Now, is that enough for you? I've talked so much, I'm exhausted. Also, yeah, this is perfect timing because an ad is about to run. Let's see here. First one is okay, I will see you guys in a couple of minutes and we will get back to figuring out who done it. Wait, we're back. Let's see here. Also, I know we were streaming Kumitante yesterday and I had a very, very good time. I really liked having all the developers here. I still feel so bad because I had not realized how excited they were for me to play the game. And so like, because it's been, the first time they reached out to me was like August of 2024. I said that yesterday as well too. And like, I just never had time to do it. And I also was like, you know, I'm probably just somebody on their mailing list. I'm probably okay. Or like, maybe they've like seen my videos and liked them, but like, I don't think they're like that invested. And it turns out they were very excited for me to play it, and I still feel a little bit bad. And also the impact that video, the inescapable video in particular has been so much more than I expected. It's very cool, but it's also very overwhelming. Anyways, now is that enough for you? I've talked so much I'm exhausted. Yes, that's enough for me. I'm going to go take another little puff as a nightcap. How about you join me? No thanks. Oh yeah, he's smoking weed that we like were given by accident. I'm still not really sure why that happened. And so the first day of Kishiru Inagami's strange request ended. I decided to go to bed early in order to be ready for the big meeting tomorrow. I want to get through the next 48 hours like the will said, without anything else happening. If I can, I believe I'll finally figure out what Kishiru Inagami is hiding. Excuse me, I'm dying. $166 remaining. Okay, so we are down to 166 now. Say 166 on all of the things in there now, though? Or is it just that one? Oh my god, bang. It does say 166 there. This is... Oh my god, they gave the maid a gun! Oh, we'd love to see it. The Kukuri mansion. What was that noise? Was it coming from the hallway? Look around the room first. I can't just say here, I should go look. I love the illusion of choice. Huh? Everyone might see if you stay here. Hey, morning, Ray. What morning? It's late. I hate being late and you know that. Ray, you need to wake up earlier or you'll die without realizing it. Got it? It's only 7 a.m. Anyway, what was that noise? It sounded like something exploding. That was gunfire. Gunfire? Everyone who heard it is running around like a headless chicken right now. I'm gonna go look. And can also run around like a headless chicken. Also, I realized that I don't have any melatonin and I'm concerned. What happened? Mr. Detective. We heard a bang come from this room, so we came to look, but we can't open the door. No use. I'm just gonna have to break it down. It won't open. It looks like it's locked. Then go find the key. This door can only be locked from the inside. Which means someone has to be inside. Oh, someone shot someone and framed it like a suicide. It's a locked room mystery. Yeah, probably. After all the ruckus, I bet whoever's inside doesn't want to come out. I think I heard someone fall down, so something definitely happened inside. So we really should go inside right away. But it's locked. There's a little guy. It'll open if we force it. But I won't be the one to do it. Could you? Don't damage anything. I'll do it. Everyone get back. Also, yeah, what are we gonna do? We weigh 5 pounds. Blessed be the shooting order. It's open. Uh-oh. Oh no. The morning of the second meeting. It began with the sound of a single gunshot. And on the ground, surrounded by bookshelves, was a body, his face marred by a horrible wound. A horrible wound. Honestly, I think we should bring back that sort of... That's not the transatlantic accent, is it? What a horrible place. Maybe it is. No, I don't think so. It's something else. It's just like old-timey, I guess. Why have we been dragged up here to this godforsaken place? One of the possible inheritors. Anyway, sorry, yeah, someone got shot in the eyeball. Tsukijiro Kokuri. Young Master Tsukijiro. Oh no. He was shot in the face. There's no coming back from that. Prayers and sorrows. He literally is saying thoughts and prayers. Love that for him. What's all this noise for? It's bad. Young Master Tsukijiro was... What? Everyone don't go in that room. You must preserve the crime scene or some bullshit. Oh, my head hurts. Inagami, are you alright? Reshimabe. Morning. I might have drunk too much last night, so now I'm all gloomy. Again, it is so funny to me the way that he'll just randomly like, hold on, I need to do a cunty pose real quick. Again, very Miss Scarlet coded. Very like... I mean, the best character in any murder mystery is the one who's like, hold on, I need to look sexy while I'm doing this, and mysterious. I'm not a culprit, I'm not even a suspect, but I have to be the center of attention at all times, or I will literally die. It looks like the killer really wants to make us work. I should go investigate. I mean, I would argue that the killer killing more people makes it easier for us to find them, because there can only be one killer, or there can only be so many killers amongst the survivors. Should investigate. Miss Mizuno. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have screamed. I had to stop her screaming. What happened? My room is right next door, and my door was slightly open, so I took a peek. The room next door. Can I open your door? Yes. Oh, was like the window busted open or something? On the floor, is that a gun? Did you use that gun to... I couldn't have. I've never seen that thing before in my life. Then why is that thing in your room? I don't know. I really don't know anything. Real. She wanted to get rid of the weapon and just threw it into the nearest open door, right? Why would she do that? No, I'm on her side, dipshit, even though she probably did do it. But the first person to find the gun and raise the alarm was Miss Mizuno, right? If she'd kept quiet, then nobody would have noticed. She just panicked because she thought someone might find it among her belongings. Then why would she try to hide something like that in her own room? And by hide it in her room, we mean threw it on the middle of the fucking floor. The window is open. There's also still a firearm in here. The gun's lying right next to Tsukijiro's body. I find that even more suspicious, really. Okay, so there's blood, like, I mean, I can't tell if it's blood splattered on the wall under the open window or if that's something else. But... Okay, so there's the string that's in that book right there. There's the gun. We saw a little bit of red string in the other room, and we saw another gun in there. I mean, she's clearly being framed, or at least... Actually, no. I think she did it, but is setting it up so that she looks like she's being framed, which makes it work easier for her. I think that is probably pretty likely that she's the culprit. But I'm guessing what's happened is that she had some sort of weird mechanism going where she was inside the room, I guess with him. Maybe he was knocked unconscious. Maybe she drugged him. Maybe whatever. I mean, the doctor could have. Again, if all three of them are in cahoots, which it kind of seems like they are because they were all kind of just hanging outside the door together and not doing anything until we got there. And if she is deliberately trying to do a bad job framing herself to implicate somebody else, that would make sense why she waited for us to be there because she knows we're on her side, kind of. Like, we've been defending her throughout. Also, he's not wearing shoes. Why is he not wearing shoes? Maybe so he could walk around quietly. Maybe he was supposed to sneak around for a rendezvous with somebody. Was he having an affair with the other brother's wife? Scandalous. Also, she can do better, but whatever. But then... Or maybe she was coming to meet... Or maybe he was coming to meet with somebody. I don't know. Either way, my guess is that the string was attached to the gun, through the window, went off. Actually, I bet it was like, I bet he was dead laying there on the floor the whole time. They had gentleman fat Gino deserve. But yeah, okay, hold on. I'm trying to figure out what the logistics of this Rube Goldberg gas machine must be. I think the gun was on the ceiling, suspended by the string, and the book was involved in that somehow. I'm not really sure how. I'm assuming it was used as a weight, but I'm not sure how it was like laid out or whatever. But then she was able to like pull the string from the window, which caused the book to fall and like, I guess, pull down the trigger in the process. I don't know. And then it shot him, fell on the ground. Cause like, I don't know if that actually is a blood splatter against the wall there. It kind of looks like it, but also it looks much older than the other blood. And like, he is lying there flat on the ground and the blood splatter doesn't go behind him, which would, like, if he was being shot from anywhere, there would be blood elsewhere, would there not? Like, you don't tend to get shot in the eyeball and just like have the blood pool under, like there'd be some other blood elsewhere. As all of us who have been shot in the eyeball know. But yeah, he's not wearing shoes, which I still don't really, like, I'm assuming that means he was trying to sneak around. His eyes are open. Which, or his eye, I guess, singular. The other one doesn't seem like it's probably opening ever. It's super open, I guess you could say. Are you trying to cover for a murderer? My head hurts. Everyone, please calm down, and also don't yell so much. Makes my head throb. I need to organize. Now, Mizuno, stand for me. As you all know, Tsukijiro Kukuri has died, which means there are only two people who Kiyomasa names as inheritors remaining. With the situation as it is, we cannot go ahead with this meeting right now. However, I will ask you all first. Should we go ahead with the meeting anyway? It's a stupid question, Inagami. Of course the meeting has to go on as planned. And your reasoning is? We need to settle the matter of the suspect in the murder case during the meeting. And if they are a potential heir, their rights need to be terminated then and there. I see. As I said yesterday, anyone found guilty of a crime will forfeit their rights. Alright then, the second meeting will go ahead at midday as planned. There we will discuss the murder as well. The killer will not get a penny of the Kukuri fortune. Did you hear me? I'm talking about you, Mizuno. I mean, it does kind of put them in a bit of an awkward position. Well, then we shall meet in the Great Hall at midday. Oh, I almost forgot. To keep the meeting fair, Reishimabe will continue to investigate these murders. What? It's my policy to judge someone based on the absolute truth, no matter how bad the action is. I hope you will cooperate with him. Reishimabe, do you have anything to add? Thank you, everyone. And that's all. Boom. Clap. Sound. Now, Reishimabe, shall we continue investigating? You gonna help me, Inagami? Of course not. I am simply the judge here. I can't side with anyone. Though if I get bored, I'll be around somewhere. Feel free to investigate wherever you want. Although, enough with the half-hearted attempts at investigating. If you keep that up, the people here will force you to quit as a witness and as a detective. Especially that finger-snapping habit of yours. It's annoying people. Try to be a little more careful. Okay, I will. Then bring them solid evidence and I'll reveal the truth behind all this at midday. Don't disappoint me, Reishimabe. Now, where shall you start? Things ended up turning bad anyway. This fight has drawn on for too long and I'm in danger of not making it in time. I have to figure this out and fast. Oh no, Moida. I do think that the purple guy is kind of like, he could be working with the maid to secure the funds for the company, but I don't think so. He's kind of been off on his own. I think he could also be the culprit behind a lot of it, if not all of it. And it's not the help, but I feel like I don't see what he gets out of that. Because I don't think it's not like the money reverts to the business if all of them die, right? Between where the body was discovered in the maid's room next door, what should I search first? Let's check the maid's room. Weird layout of this building to have the maid's room right next to the library. This is Mizuno, the maid's room. It seems like she usually uses it for staying overnight here. The scent. You start sniffing the air the moment you enter a woman's room? Gross. I think you have the wrong idea. I don't have that kind of fetish. I have different ones. I have a hard time around women. I've been lied to by so many women about cases. That's why I fuck men. You reap what you sow, I guess. Anyway, I avoid relationships with women. I'm so nervous around women that I inherently get a sense of danger around them. Really? It's not like I care how he is around women. Come to think of it, I'm a woman too, and he doesn't look like he's on edge at all. Yeah, he thinks you're a boy. Whatever. The pistol lies on the floor. It's about the size of my palm. It's a Derringer pistol, isn't it? Miss Mizuno said she screamed after seeing the gun on the floor, right? If we're to believe her, then someone left it here in this room. Let's have a look. The break-action double-barreled compact pistol. So a Derringer then. See, look at me. I know shit. There's still a shell in the chamber. And it's still warm. We can safely assume that this round was fired fairly recently. Some part of that. I mean, that feels like useful evidence, but I don't know if I heard recently. So the shot I heard this morning was from this gun? Most likely. I mean, I guess the gun in the other room, it's possible it wasn't used. Maybe this was fired through the window and that was how they shot him. Maybe there wasn't some Rube Goldberg machine. Why would the fired gun be here then? Small handgun found on the floor of Mizuno's room. There were signs that it had been fired. I think these used to also be called like a muffler pistol or something, because women used to be able to carry them around like when they had like those like arm warmer, like basically like an infinity scarf for their arms. You could hide one of these in one of there. I think that was what they were, or that was like part of their utility, was that they were a easily disguisable weapon for a woman to carry around on the town to protect herself. Some sort of lint dropped by the bookshelf. So I came off Mizuno's clothing? Seems a little too bulky though. Mizuno gets ready in front of this mirror every morning. Dresser. It's like there's Mizuno's clothes in it. Okay, so presumably then we do have to check it, right? Nope. Should I investigate it? I mean, rifling through a woman's dresser is kinda... Then again, I'm a woman too. I don't think the dresser is relevant at all. Or do you have some other reason to go rustling around in it? No, of course not. Why would the trust in me get lowered? Whatever. Is that an antique clock? Didn't show the time with the numbers 166 instead. You're interested in the counter to the end? Okay, yeah, that does... Yeah, okay, that feels like a question that we're supposed to follow up on. Counter to the end of the world? What? No way. Somebody here who doesn't know about the counter? You're a detective, right? Not a recluse or something? Oh, well, I'm sure you know about the end, right? Yes, the end of all civilization, right? Yep, the SHUTEN order waits in anticipation for the arrival of the end. The counter to the end of the world shows us how long we have before that wonderful end comes. There are counters like this set up all over town, right? We look at them and pray for the end to come. But as you didn't know, maybe you don't want that. Oh, there's a counter too. It was such a strange design, I didn't realize. It says the countdown till the end of civilization. But we still don't know what is counting down. We have 166 days, it's not even half a year. I wonder what they'll use to wipe out humanity out. Maybe a nuclear weapon? They pray for the end even though it'll mean their own deaths. The SHUTEN order really is insane. That doesn't feel particularly relevant to this, but whatever. Sure, let's check out the mirror. Nope, I'll kill myself. Is anything out of the norm? Like, why would the trust be lowered in me? I just checked something a little bit more thoroughly. There's a missing book in this bookshelf. A lot of books line this bookshelf too. Summer's Romance, Changes of Oil Baron's Love, Too Soon to Propose. They're all romance novels. Mizuno must like them. I mean, these rooms are connected back to back, are they not? Why? what I can tell, the things that stand out in the room are that gun and the bookshelf. And oh, my head. There are others too, but you already know those, correct? Well, good luck. Window is shut tight. Bed is neatly made. You know, we're gonna need to get that other book from the other room. Yeah, no, it doesn't matter. I'm dumb. Oh, our trust is going so low. Small exposed light bulb hangs from the ceiling. Oh, I thought we had to finish in here before. Okay, never mind. I'm stupid. I was trying to figure out what else we needed to do in here first. What is this room anyways? There's so many books in here. As you can see, it's a library. There's obscure history books, romance novels, thick encyclopedias, and company notes. If I was bored, I could kill all sorts of time here. Though there is also a body here. I'm not able to investigate that. There's an empty space on this bookshelf. It has the history of Kukuri Pharmaceuticals 1 to 8 on it. It's only volume 4 missing. The missing book is... I mean... very thick book lying right next to his feet. Is Tsukijiro about to start reading this book? Snap. This bookmark, the tip of it has been torn off. Why would that be, though? Wait. Okay, whatever. The gun lying close to Tsukijiro's body. Was he killed by this? Let me take a look. 45 caliber revolver that holds 6 rounds. It's quite a powerful weapon. As for the bullets, none of the 6 rounds have been fired. I'm so sorry. Peek the mic. Hold up a minute. It hasn't been fired? As you can see, all the bullets are accounted for. The muzzle's also very clean and there's no evidence of gunpowder on it. And this gun wasn't used. Which means Tsukijiro was killed with a different weapon. Oh, there's a strange etching on the bottom of the grip. A symbol. It says Re. What could it mean? What a strange coincidence for this gun to have been dropped here. Maybe he was going to come kill someone and then he got killed instead. A piece of evidence revolver has been added to the case record. That honestly seems more likely. His clothing is still neat. Doesn't seem like he was shot as the result of a struggle. This is the body of Tsukijiro Kukuri. He's lying with his head pointing at the window. From what I can see, the only wound is the hole through his right eye socket. It's a bullet wound, right? Yes, even the doctor Shiratori said the same thing, so I expect you're right. It looks like the bullet didn't go all the way through, though. I expect that they used a small caliber gun then. Okay, first of all, look at me go. If I look closer, the hem here is torn. Oh, wait, duh. Might have always been like that, or might have caught on something. I can't say for sure, but it might have something to do with this case, like you keep in mind. The hem of the clothing is torn as if it had been caught on something. Only wound is the hole through his right eye socket. The bullet wound. Nope, fuck. If you're shot in the crown like that, they'd die. I wonder if Tsukijiro had any idea what happened to him as he breathed his last breath. I say that was an excellent shot. It's not very easy to get a headshot like that. It's not a very big thing to target. See. Perhaps they're just lucky, or perhaps they're just that good. Or maybe they really get so close they could have never missed. Would the derringer that was left in the maid's room be the murder weapon then? I believe so. I'd assume that it was used in this murder. Only the gun wasn't found here, but in the maid's room next door. That could be the key to solving this case. Piece of evidence, Tsukujiro's corpse has been added to the case record. The window is open. Oh, there's a lot of stuff here. What's this? A painting hung up here. I really don't understand art. Spooky. Looks like nothing is off with the ceiling. The bookshelves are packed with books. They look like various novels. Floors are utterly spotless. Not a speck of dust can be seen. The curtains on the window are shaking. Oh, we're not going to acknowledge that the windows are open? Oh, the window's slightly open. I don't even think that's really slightly. That's a fair bit. At the very least, this room wasn't totally closed off. These are... The window was unlocked and left open. See like the novels, I guess. I'm stupid. In the case I don't have time to read. I'm so bad at this. I mean, first of all... There we go, I was in the wrong one, but I knew what I was looking for here. The evidence book. The book is the book. It looks like it fits perfectly. I wonder why Tsukujiro wanted to read this book. Inugami, I can see the back of the shelf through this gap. Is something there? There's a hole in the wall. I can see the light coming in through the hole. You're right, I can see the room next door. This is a peephole. A peephole into the room next door? You have to see where the hole is on the other side. Are we not able to... Some sort of lint. A bit too bulky though. There's one side to the book. It matches the color and thickness of the marker in that book. Also, knew that it has a line tied together. String in the book in the library got cut and dropped in this room. But who would do that and why? It's strange, this marker. The end is tied into a ring. I wonder if it has anything to do with the case. Probably nothing. Why would it have anything to do with the case? Yeah, no, we can't. The people on the library side. Considering the positioning in the room, there should be something around here. Inugami, there's people in the back of the books, or of this bookshelf. People in the library connects to here. I see. If it's behind a bookshelf, a hole in the wall would be rather hard to spot. What would it be here for? Well, to peep, I would assume, right? If you look on the other side, you could see Mizuno. How obscene. Truly is distasteful. What else haven't we really resolved here? Let's head back to the library real quick. I don't think we actually talked to him in here, did we? From what I can tell, the things that stand out in this room are dead body and fallen gun, the oddly toppled books, the entrance. Oh yeah, we didn't look at the entrance. And oh my head. Others too, but you already know those correct. Well, good luck. It's an ordinary door. The lock on it is broken. How is the door when we were trying to get in again? It's that second one before I have to go for. I think this is the last one we have to get to. That's right, when I rushed here, the door was locked. The lock is a simple slide lock. It can only be accessed from inside the room. Which means someone had to have locked it from the inside. But who? We forced the door open, the metal latch broke. We did it! And investigation. Well, the scene inspection is through then. But also, like, I'm trying to figure out... I mean, I think the implication is that she shot him through the peephole or whatever, but like that doesn't... I don't think that would line up. I think that I don't know. Next, I suppose we get the testimonies of those involved. Let's choose who to question and go locate them. I don't know who's where. Not a problem. I have an idea of where they would be. Example, Yoichi should be by the garden pond, Mizuno by the bridge, and Miyabi at the entrance. I didn't know all that. Just a simple deduction. The method was rather complicated though, so I won't get into it in detail. Didn't you just say it was simple? Well, I shouldn't get in the way, so I'll stay back and keep quiet. Don't mind me. Go on and get to work if you will. Doesn't he have anything else to do? If he's gonna be here, like, you at least help. Where to first? Let's talk to Dr. Jones. As I arrived at the entrance, Miyabi Shiratori happened to pass by. Out for a walk. I had time, so I figured I'd go around the manor. Do you mean to question me? I have nothing to do with the inheritance and I have no reason to kill Tsukijiro. Yes, I know. I just want to get a handle on what was happening leading up to the crime. And go first to the scene alongside Miss Mizuno and Mr. Domon, correct? So I was wondering if you might have noticed something the others hadn't. See, despite being useless, you can still think of some things. Oh my god, thank you! But it's no use. It's pointless. The room I'm in is right by the library, so of course I'd be the first one there. I see, so that's why. I'd like to ask you about some other things as well. Miyabi Shiratori. How long have you known the Kukuri family? Since Kiyomasa shut himself away on this island, I came here as his doctor. There's no shortage of people saying that I poisoned him, but to me, Kiyomasa was an irreplaceable business partner. What I gained from killing him, I needed him to stay alive. He was a well-paying customer. I wanted him to live a long, fruitful life. Even he's after money. Kiyomasa. What was your impression of Kiyomasa Kukuri? Impression? Nothing notable. Business. He was just a customer. That's suspicious. That's weird. About the will. What did you think when you heard his will? Honestly, I thought it was going to cause trouble. I just want to leave. That's my honest feeling. As a doctor, I see no value in the departed. Pointless. Absolutely pointless. Tsukijiro case. Where were you around 7 when the gun went off? Do you suspect me? I woke up at 6 as always and was going through my routine in my room. Routine. I warm up with some yoga and gather my thoughts with meditation. After about an hour, I heard the gunshot. My room is between the library and the maid's room, across the hallway. So that's why I was able to hear the gunshot so well. And after that, I knew someone was headed to the library. The flooring in the hall outside the room creaks, so I can tell when someone passes. That feels notable. Finally, for once, I'm ready to snap these. From 6 to 7, was there anyone coming and going down the hall? No. No one. No mistaking that. Are you done? I'd like to get back to my room. Yes, thank you. We're it so far. Suppose I'll last guard a bit longer. Can my mouse please work? There we go. Christ. Why is it always dying now? It was not doing that. Like, you know what? I should just grab another battery or something for it. Because I mean, I guess if the battery was dead, slamming it on the desk would not make it work again. Would it? That feels like a thing that wouldn't happen. Oh, I don't know. Let's go talk near the bridge, I guess. Maybe I was standing where the suspension bridge was. Mr. Shimobe, what are you doing out here? I wanted to be alone. I suppose getting called a murderer over and over again would be depressing. I'm sorry to bother you, but would you mind answering some questions? I really don't know anything. In order to discern that, I'd like to talk with you a bit. About the Tsukijiro case. Can you tell me what happened this morning up to discovering the murder? As usually, I woke up before 6 o'clock and was cleaning the manor. It was around 6, I believe. I saw Master Tsukijiro go out to the garden. That feels actually relevant. Snap. Tsukijiro was in the garden. Yes, there's no mistaking it. You went to the garden alone, but that's all I saw. Yes, please. That's all I saw. After I fed the koi and cleaned around the pond. Then I heard a bang, a popping noise. I went to see what it was, and on the way I ran into Mr. Domon. He said the sound came from the library. Met up with her after that, when the body was discovered. At the garden pond feeding the koi when she heard the gunshot. What the gun? You really don't know anything about the gun found in your room? Now that I think about it, I may have seen it in the master's room. Could have been a gun from the master's collection. That feels relevant, but it isn't. His collection is in his room then. Who's allowed in? There's no lock, so anyone would be able to get in. I see, well that doesn't really help. And I've seen it. Please believe me, I would never. Of course I believe you, Miss Mizuno. Believe me too. Thank you for your testimony, it should help. Suppose I'll ask around a bit more. Yuichi Kukuri is here. He's staring at the koi in the pond. Do you like koi? Not really. I just know how much they're worth. You're gonna sell them? The one who took care of them is gone. Plus I'm taking over everything from the house. What I do with my possessions is my decision. Mizuno's still here, so he isn't really getting everything though. Is he planning on killing Mizuno and taking it all for himself? What do you want? I just had a few things I wanted to ask you. What do you want to ask? Culprit is obviously Mizuno. This investigation is completely pointless. We won't know unless we try, will we? About Yoichi. I'd like to ask you a bit about you. What's wrong with you? How could you possibly have to ask about me? Can't honestly believe I'd kill my own brothers. Me? I'm the heir to the Kukuri estate. Yoichi Kukuri. My brothers would never go against me, so their money is my money. There's no need to kill them to get it. It would be pointless. Are you close with your brothers? Huh? Never mind. No way you could be. Not with this selfish, self-absorbed attitude. Not even I can get along with this man. I don't know if you're the metric for reasonability. Again, you did execute the head of medicine here using Jesus. From your perspective, what type of person was your father? What did that have to do with Tsukijiro's murder? Well, taking into account the murder could be related to the Kukuri inheritance. It's obvious. He knew this would happen. That's why that insidious will exists in the first place. He didn't trust anyone but himself. He's a greedy old man. Nasty old man. Nothing good about him other than his money. What the will? Mr. Kukuri is the will. It is something he would do. He's testing us. Testing to see who's worthy of taking over the Kukuri estate. If not, then why say the inheritance goes to the one that survives? Bring it on then. As if all loose trash hasn't taken the family vows. What are the family vows? Family vows? These are obvious. We're not blood related. What? Am I stupid? Were we supposed to know that? You know that I'm greedy for love. Sorry, that was really bad. Shoot me. Pretend you didn't hear that. But also, I was under the impression that they were all blood relatives. We're not blood related. He chose me to be in his family. Oh my god. We as evil rich people, we get to choose our families. You wanted a family. Such an old-fashioned human way of thinking. Okay, this is the other thing. Why are we talking about whether or not there are or are not humans? I mean, like, we know we're a cyborg, but also we're not real. We're just like a thing, whatever. But like, I'm pretty sure there have been other cyborgs and shit. There's other non-humans roaming around this fucking place. So you're a family only by contract. Got a problem with that? Family's family. Mouse, please. I'm begging. One to get the inheritance will be me. Okay, this thing is like fully dead at this point, I think. Let me just like I would run an ad while I go grab a new battery, but I can't navigate over there. So I'll be back in 1 second and we'll just keep going. Sorry. Okay, we're back. Is it gonna work now? Yes. Perfect. I thought it was dead. Whoops. About the Tsukijiro case. Is there anything else you've noticed about Tsukijiro's murder? Comes from my father's collection. That gun, which one? One in the library or the one in Mizuno's room? Both. Only the old man would hold such an old antique of a gun. I'm sure Mizuno must have taken it from the room. Being as they're making the driver head of this state. Any other meaning? You always have to state the obvious. Yes. Apparently. You didn't? You bastard, are you insinuating I'm a heretic? Inugami, I recommend you immediately fire this rude good for nothing. Now. Hey, Shinobe, perhaps we're rushing things a bit, hmm? Okay, fine. Jesus. Doesn't trust anyone but himself. He didn't trust you? You got that right. All important decisions were made by him alone. He's arrogant. He's everyone except himself as a fool. Leave me. I could have handled even more important work. Maybe that's just because you weren't reliable. Oh, it's because we hadn't finished that one before, huh? Talking to you makes me sick. I'm going to my room. I don't have time for this. Go rest that maid. Cute. End of the investigation. You're beginning to see the case? Huh? I still don't really... Was there anything from the testimonies that stood out to you? Oh, fuck. Mizuno seeing Tsukijiro? Tsukijiro appears to have been in the garden. What do we have to do at such a time, though? The garden, huh? Let us be off. We may discover something. You know, You would think that this would be a little bit higher resolution for how far zoomed in we are on it. But, oh well. What could Tsukijiro have come here for? Let's see. Guessing it's fine. Is there anything here that stands out to you? In the garden, the greenhouse? Ikukuri or something seemed to frequently go to the greenhouse. Because he was doing something in there? Let's see if he went in the greenhouse or not. You can tell that. Look, there's the decontamination entrance, right? There's a camera under there. The footage can be checked from the greenhouse console. Let's go check it. Oh my god. Finally, a security camera in this fucking place. Is this the console? Appears to have control over the entire greenhouse. You know what, I'll be real. This hardware does not seem very useful for actually interfacing with anything. Miss Mizuno saw Tsukijiro at 6 AM. Can we see the footage from then? Of course, let's have a look. Around 6, it should be this. It's Tsukijiro. Why did Tsukijiro come here so early? You can't see what he was doing from the security footage alone. Are there no other cameras? It appears to just be the one. Did someone else come through? Let's just have a quick look through the footage. Someone else might have come in here. Wait, that's us! That's the footage of us coming in just now. Huh? Something the matter? What did you just say? I said that's the footage of us coming in just now. Wait a second, that doesn't really make sense, does it? There's footage of Tsukijiro coming in at 6, then the next thing on the screen is us. When did he leave? The gunshot from the library was heard around 7, so we should at least be able to see him leave before 7. Something strange appears to be happening, doesn't it? This could be the key to solving the case. Oh shit. Hi, Miss Kayla, how are you doing? Hold on, let me snooze the ad real quick, make sure it doesn't run into the middle of this. Hi, welcome in, Raiders. I'll get you the shout out. How is the Lobotomy Corporation? And also, how are you doing? For the Raiders, welcome in. My name is Viveros. I'm a variety shooter, play a bunch of stuff, a lot of visual novels, a lot of shooters. Right now we're doing SHUTEN ORDER, which is like a visual novel, but also a bunch of other stuff. In addition to that, I also make video essays over on YouTube. That's the sort of thing you should check them out here. And yeah, I went through pure hell. Oh no. Did you win? Wait, which one is the Lobotomy Corporation again? Hold on. That sounds really familiar, but I can't remember which one of them it is. Let me see if I have that. Oh, I was thinking of Lockdown Protocol. Yeah, no, I don't have the Lobotomy Corporation. I don't know if I feel like maybe something. Well, Kodaka worked on this one too. But yeah, it is very similar. There's 5. So the gimmick of it is that we are the ambiguously gendered cult leader on the left who got murdered by our ministers, and now we're trying to figure out which one of them did it. And each of the 5 ministers that we investigate has a different genre associated with them. So this one's more like the Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, kind of Danganronpa style version of it, although not really that Danganronpa. It is more Ace Attorney. And this is our culprit that we're accusing of murdering us in this one. Yeah, it is very good. If you like those sort of games, I think it's worth checking out just to kind of see what they did with this one, because it is very interesting, but it is a weird game too. How do you leave here and end up dead in the library without being seen on camera? Also, yeah, so what we're doing right now is we're investigating. This guy said he'd tell us more about our murder. He doesn't know that we're the victim of the murder. He thinks that we're just some random detective that he's inexplicably allowed to go along with him for this, I guess. That he caught with a bag of weed. And so then he brought us to be a witness to the reading of a will. And then the will basically said, killing game time. There are 4 of you who are named as the potential inheritors of my estate, but it has to be split evenly between all the survivors after 48 hours or whatever. And if you kill someone and get caught, then you don't get to have it, which I think is the Danganronpa-ish part of it. Yeah, also you need to get any food, water, rest, make sure to do that. Self-care is important, but if you're able to stick around, I'd be happy to have you, of course. So how did he leave here and end up dead in the library without being seen on camera? We may discover something here in the greenhouse. Let's keep looking. You should give it a look. Great, detective. Inugami, if you're not busy, then please help. You volunteered to solve the mystery, didn't you? If it's become a burden, you could always quit. See it through to the end. When this is all done, you're gonna have to tell me about the founder case. I know. It's been 2 days since then. There must have been a large seismic shift. The order might be completely changed by the time we leave the island. What do you mean? You can say. Let's focus on the word ahead, or the work ahead of us, not the world. Where should we start? I mean, the very conspicuous statue. Giant sun statue sits in the center of the greenhouse. Goddess statue? It's very different from the symbol of glory in the Central Park. The stone tiles are so beautifully clean, no dirt to be seen. It's the pretty flowers. Such small, charming flowers, aren't they? Like a curious siblings somebody frequent the greenhouse. Maybe they'd come here to look at the flowers? Oh, the great detective hasn't realized it yet? The regular person may not notice, but surely you know the secret of the flowers. Secret of the flowers? You have some with you now, no? I don't have flowers. No, I meant the leaves. Wait, is this? Yes, it is. It is. Can I borrow that? Take a whiff. No! It's weed. If this is the material for grass, then it must be fairly dangerous. They aren't that bad. They're still sold as a luxury item at specialty stores. Oh, fuck. So they're legal then. For now. There are conditions, though. The entire greenhouse is made of tempered glass and steel framing without windows. It would appear there are no other exit points other than the entrance. Sturdy automatic door. Reinforced glass appears to have been used same as the walls. But that is weed. They should be stronger than they look. Probably capable of shielding a bullet. Entrance camera is facing the outside on the inside above the decontamination arch. It's on the arch just outside the door. There's no way to leave without being recorded. Why is the mouse not working again? No way to leave without being recorded. What could this handle looking thing be? There's a small notice on it. Open using this handle in power outages and when the lighting system is active. The lighting system seems relevant. Okay, why is my mouse... What is wrong with this thing? This handle is to manually open the door in case of emergencies. But what's the lighting system? Also controls the greenhouse systems. Various items displayed. The security camera is among them. All systems appear to be controlled here, but what all does it control? Lighting system. What could this be? Tried pressing the button, but the password screen popped up. Password is needed to use it. I don't want to cause an error, so I'll leave it alone for now. We're so good at snapping. A lighting system is what's displayed on the console. There's lighting, so I thought it might open up the windows, but... It looks like it actually locks the automatic door. What could it be? I tried activating it, but it required a password. Anything else around there? What about you? Well, I can see the things that stand out in the greenhouse are that entrance, the console, and the flowers blooming all over. That's about it. Look closely to not miss even the faintest of clues. Well, good luck. Fine, I guess we'll look at the statue too. Or I'll just shoot myself. What do you think the statue is? Not sure, some sort of art? It is rather dim over there. Either way, I have little interest in it. Could there be some hidden exit in there? Of course not. I did tap around it, but it didn't appear there didn't appear to be any hollowed parts. Okay, I just changed the battery in this fucking thing. Why is it not working? No dirt to be seen. Sure. Could there be some hidden exit here? I wouldn't think so. Where would the wonder not be? Wonder? Please don't make such boring deductions. I have high expectations for you. Let's see. Oh, okay. I guess we're not allowed to think about things.
アーチはドアを出てすぐのところにあるので、監視カメラに映らず。
I guess it must be that.
強化が入り口の監視カメラは、アーチはドアを出てすぐ。
Oh, wait. Actually, we can't touch that thing.
アーチはドアを出てすぐのところにあるので、監視
So
カ
I was
メラ
gonna
に
check and
映
see
ら
maybe
ず。
we needed to get the security camera bit of information and use that on there.
監視カメラ
But Tsukijiro can't be seen leaving the greenhouse.
月次郎さんは
Can he leave from somewhere else? But from where? Maybe a window? There are none. The entire greenhouse is made of glass, but it's all sealed. It doesn't appear to be anything like a vent or an emergency exit either. This must be one of those fabled sealed rooms. No doubt that Tsukijiro came in here. We have it on tape. He wasn't seen leaving, so unless he teleported, he couldn't get to the manor. Teleportation requires a large sacrifice. Death. Don't say such ridiculous things. Teleportation. So I guess the flowers are still what we've got to work. Or maybe we just have to finish reading it. I don't have flowers. The leaves. What are they? Tobacco flower. Oh. It's just tobacco? The history of this grass runs deep. People used to light this grass on fire and breathe the smoke for excitement. It is poisonous to us, though. In exchange for pleasure, the poison built up in the body. It's only usable in certain places, and full bans are called for yearly. In certain places? So what you're reading was... It's fine, that was only for investigative purposes. Also, he's just eating tobacco? Ministry workers are allowed special rights to solve cases. Right, investigative purposes. By the way, is the grass you typically use different than this? Probably. Probably. You have nothing to worry about, it's quite legal. Sounds like it. Why would that be here? In order to cultivate it, you need to pass a strict order inspection. Recently, the inspection has become so strict, no one's passed. But rather than applying, cultivating it in secret like this is more convenient. This flower is being grown illegally? We'd have to check if they passed the application. So it's no ordinary flower then. Well, we can safely assume the Kokori siblings knew the truth of these flowers. Could there be an exit hidden among the flowers? I think not. Why is that? Because you need to step on the flowers to get in, but there are no trampled places, are there? True. You're thinking there's another exit could be good. You're going in the right direction. But I would think they'd have hidden it in an unthinkable place. You have to make a complete 180. I mean, 180 would imply this, but also, I feel like there's still something to do with the flowers. Maybe they would come here to take care of the flowers? Maybe to pocket some. By the way, illicit tobacco is sold for a pretty high price between heretics. The amount could go for millions. It's gonna be that last thing, isn't it? Oh, yeah, duh. The stuff from Seizo's journal must have been the tobacco. It wasn't really a journal, it was a text message or whatever. Maybe he was secretly taking the leaves and selling them to people he knew. The heretics he knew. How disgusting. If you were to sell the tobacco, are you sure it would be to heretics? Yes, but bootlegging and smuggling are strictly forbidden by the doctrine. Typical order members would never buy smuggled tobacco. So if people were to buy it, they'd be heretics. Or at least the ministry would recognize them as heretics immediately. So Seizo was dealing with heretics. Both Yuichi and Tsukijiro frequently came here, so maybe they were too. Which would imply that all of them are criminals, so they can't do this. Although this greenhouse belonged to Kiyomasa Kukuri. So maybe he was the one doing the illegal growing and smuggling. Could it be that maybe you knew about this all along? No, I've never been in here before. They've given so many excuses for why I couldn't come in. I couldn't force it either. I did think there was definitely something they didn't want me to see, though. I mean, the walls are glass, you could have looked. I'm fairly shocked myself. This is quite the treasure trove. Something's fishy. This man had to have heard some rumor that Kukuris were growing tobacco. Perhaps being the inheritance representative was part of your plan all along. Oh, don't glare at me like that. It's true I did hear fairly reliable rumors about Kimasa's activities. That he was committing some sort of crime.
やっぱり
I knew it. Then why didn't you do anything about it till now? Well, the people like him have countless rumors, including entirely fictional ones. You can't investigate the head of a nationally influential company on the basis of rumors.
は
Alexa played Rumors by Lindsay Lohan. Is that so? But still, to be dealing with heretics. It's a good find. It is quite insightful of me to leave things to you. Good God. I think this is all I can investigate. It's almost time. Let's head outside. Did you find the answer for why Tsukijiro came here at 6 in the morning?
う
Kukuri siblings seem to come here for the tobacco.
よりによって
There's no reason to come here when they're all fighting about the will, and so early. Not that I don't get the sudden urge for some grass, but even then the lack of record of him leaving the greenhouse is troubling.
銃声は間違いなく
And the gunshot was unmistakably from the manor, so...
月次郎さんは
Tsukijiro must have gotten back to the manor by 7.
誰かに連れ出
Be it by someone bringing him here, or someone going of his own, or him
自分
going
の意思で出たの
of his own will.
いずれにしても
Either way, he left the greenhouse somehow without being seen by the camera. But how?
わかり
I
ま
don't
せん
know.
犬神さん
Would it be okay if I look around the greenhouse a bit longer?
もしかしたら
I may find some other clue or hint. Of course. As long as you're not late, you're free to do as you wish.
ありがとう
Thank you.
それじゃ
Alright then. This is the backside of the greenhouse. There's a hedge and a fence over there. There doesn't appear to be anything, and it's narrow. No one would come here. Okay. We are going to run the ad now because we are out of... I've run out of all of my snoozes to try and get us this far without getting interrupted. So let's see. 2... Alright, see you guys in 3 minutes. Okay, so sorry that took forever. I made the mistake of checking Twitter and seeing that everyone is still losing their mind, so I'm just privating my account for however long. I'll probably have to delete the tweet. I'm tired of dealing with it. Also, hi Ghostly and Astian, how are you doing? Things are very sparkly, but it's because of murder, so maybe I was just not seeing it yet. We'll see later. Honestly, I should just delete Twitter, or like only use it to
さっ
post
きまで
when
調
I
査
go
してい
live
た
or
温室
whatever.
の壁だ
I'm tired of having
ちょ
opinions
うど
and
ここは
having to be
入り口の
misinterpreted.
正反対になる
That's why I make video essays. It's exactly the opposite of the entrance. I mean, it does kind of look like there might be a seam there, but I don't think so. Oh, the
こ
string.
の柿
I like the hedge. Wait, there looks to be a string cut on the branch. What is it? I've seen this color string before. Could it be...
この柿あこの糸の色見たことがある
Fun. Saying the color is wrong, isn't it? What? Oh my god! What else could this be?
この糸の色見たことがある
Oh wait, yeah, duh. Oh wait, no, not this. It's the tattered clothing. I'm stupid.
これだ
This is it. I don't know if it's really the same color, but whatever.
犬神さん
Look, isn't this the same color fiber as Tsukujiro's clothes? It would seem so.
月次郎さん
The hem of his clothing is all torn up.
もしかしたら
Could it be that maybe it was caught on this and got torn? It's the only explanation I can think of. However, the space between the hedge and greenhouse wall is terribly narrow. Why would he be walking about it in a place like this?
もしかして
Maybe he left the greenhouse from around here. What do you mean?
裏口です
A
よ
back door? Maybe there is a secret entrance. There must be a hidden door around here. It's quite the interesting theory, but no matter how hard we look, there isn't anything that could be a door.
そう
But
ここに裏口が
if
あ
there's
る
a back door here, you could leave that showing up on the camera.
この糸くずの
String
存在
says there's an exit somewhere. And his shoes.
ここをまっすぐ進むと
Get right to the manor, heading straight from here, though. Where are we relative to the manor?
あの窓はもし
Could
か
that
して
window be... I mean, yeah, duh. There's got to be more to investigate here, though. I mean, his shoes are right there.
中途半端
It's
に
like the
開い
open window. That's the one in the library, right? It would appear so. Look, there's shoes under the window.
部屋の中から
I
外
didn't
を
notice them
眺
looking
め
from
た
the inside, but
あの靴は
those are
確か
definitely Tsukujiro's shoes.
どうしてこん
Why
な
would
とこ
shoes
ろ
be in a place like this? Pair of shoes left under the library window. Ending the investigation. I mean, we don't really need to know where exactly the door is. We just need to know that there is one already.
月次郎
You know who
君
murdered Tsukujiro?
いえ
No, not yet. Well, the meeting is just for talking about the inheritance.
必ずしも
It's not necessarily about finding the perpetrator.
けれどよい
Yoichi and the others may not be intending that, though.
果たして
Can you evade their
彼らの
pursuit and reach the truth?
名探偵
Let us see the
の
great
手
detective in
並み
action.
はい
Yes.
いよいよ2回目の遺
The
産
second
相
inheritance
続
meeting is about to
会
begin.
一体どんな
Even I have no
会議
idea how it will
けれ
turn
ど
out,
これだ
if I
け
can say
これ以
this.
上やや
I
こ
have
しい
no desire to get
こと
caught up in
に
anything
その
else.
ためにも
The correct answers must
正し
reveal
く果たして
themselves.
私に
But am I really up
で
for
き
the
るだろう
task? Am I? Am I? I don't know. Dude. Oh. Inheritance meeting day 2. Well, Rei Shimobe is a girl. So I would probably go with our blonde
そ
twink
れでは
evil
第
minister.
2回
Second Kikuri family inheritance meeting will begin.
司会は
I,
この
Kishiro Inagami of the Ministry of Justice, shall act as the meeting's moderator.
私は
I am
あくまで
impartial in this matter and will only lend my
放送の
ear to the truth.
会議が終わり次第
When this meeting adjourns, I will make a final decision, so I encourage cordial debate.
それでは早速で
Let
す
us
が
begin.
議題はたった一つ
There is but one topic at hand.
この中
There
に
is someone among us unworthy of the Kikuri family inheritance.
それは
Yori Mizuno, it's you.
彼女が遺産
And how is she not worthy of the inheritance?
水野が
She murdered Tsukujiro.
水野は
She murdered him to bump up her portion of the inheritance,
つまりこいつは
thus making her a heretic. Banish her. I haven't done anything.
このままだと
Yeah, that's right. Mizuno will be made the culprit.
彼女は
She didn't do it. There's multiple pieces of evidence to back that up. Are there? Start the evidence puzzle. During the crime or situation and the situations of the people nearby,
それらを組
put
み合わせ
together
て
or put it together and prove that Mizuno couldn't have killed Tsukujiro. That's what she says.
これだ水野さんは
She's at the
庭
pond in the
に行っ
garden.
て
She
いたん
couldn't
だ
shoot Tsukujiro. And that's why we should take her at her word. What is testimony of someone who was nearby at the time of the incident?
水野さん
With
本
her
人
testimony
の
alone,
証
it's
言
going to be denied as a lie.
このピー
There
ス
should
を
be other
保存
testimonies
す
to back this piece up.
事件現場の
Someone near the crime scene said something curious. I mean, Miyabi. But also, he could just be the killer. I mean, again, if all three of them are working together, which I do think they are. Let's see past Shiratori's room, but I have Shiratori's testimony that no one passed. Mizuno didn't go to the library. Got it. From these testimonies, the conclusion that we can draw is this. Deduction complete. When the gunshot went off, she was feeding the koi. It couldn't have been her.
それは本
She's
人
the
が
one
言
saying
って
that. She
る
could be
だけで
lying. Strike that. She's undoubtedly lying. No, it's not a lie. At 6 a.m., Dr. Shiratori was already awake going through his routine. If someone passed his room, he would have heard the floor creaking. It's not possible to reach the library without going down that hall. And I have a testimony that nobody went down it. What? Is that true?
え
Yes, I did say that.
答えはこれですつまり水野
そ
さんの
れは違うよ
アリバイは真実であり
The Miss Mizuno's alibi is true, and she could have been at the scene of the crime. Well, that's only proof she didn't go down the hall.
しかし
But I saw it. The crime scene wasn't a sealed room. The window was open.
水野が
If you say she was outside, then she went outside around the back and shot from the window.
違うか
Isn't that right, Mizuno?
外から火
Fire from outside?
今まで考え
I
て
hadn't
も
even
み
thought of
なか
that.
った
It's true, it could have been done from
確
outside.
かにそれなら
Buddy, you're not a very good detective.
いや外から被害者
Wait, if the shot was fired from outside, then the scene would be
現場は
different.
どんな状態
Yeah, he'd be facing a different direction,
明
presumably.
らかに
It's obviously inconsistent with that truth. The piece proving that is... I mean, the Derringer would indicate that, but also... Let me make sure. Bullet didn't pass through, murders. I mean, like, they point out specifically that his body is pointed towards the window. But I feel like... I don't know, we'll just go with the corpse. I feel like that should be right. What's important here is the body orientation. There we go. That's it. What's important is the direction his body fell in. Tsukijiro was shot in the right eye. The bullet didn't pierce through, so we can say he had to be shot from the front. If the victim was facing the window at the time of the gunshot, then he would have fallen face up towards the wall opposite the window. But when he was found, his head was pointed towards the window. So he couldn't have been shot from the window. Oh, I would like to speak.
認めまし
Go
ょう
ahead. Everyone else has. There's something I was wondering about. Dr. Shiratori stated that he could tell if someone passed in front of his room, but I absolutely would. I would hear the footsteps. That statement feels off.
ほう
Oh,
それはなぜです
and why is that? If that is true, then how did the victim, Tsukijiro, enter the library? Can my mouse stay connected to my computer? Dr. Shiratori said no one passed down the hall. But the truth is that Tsukijiro died in the library. So what I'm trying to say is, Dr. Shiratori's testimony is unsuitable evidence. Oh, so you're implying I'm a liar then? No, simply that you may not have noticed someone go down the hall. But the fact that you may not have noticed makes your testimony faulty. So there could be the possibility you didn't notice the perpetrator as well. Did Shiratori not notice that Tsukijiro passed down the hall? No, we know that he went from the outside. Guess not. This piece proves that. What's important here is the shoes outside the window. That's it. The shoes were outside the window, so Tsukijiro's shoes were laying outside the library window. He most likely came in through the window, not the hall. They're so dramatic. This is speaking against Dr. Shiratori's testimony being faulty. Tsukijiro came in from outside. He was seen going to the garden to Miss Mizuno around 6. The testimony is false to begin with. No, at the same time, Tsukijiro showed up on the greenhouse's security camera. He appeared to have some reason to go to the greenhouse. Objection! There's one thing about that bothering me.
どうぞ
Go ahead, Shiratori, you may speak. Mr. Witness Detective? If you check the security footage, there should be a bit of truth you picked up on. Bit of truth? Oh, you mean... Bit of truth that was shown on the security footage. Tsukijiro wasn't shown leaving. Tsukijiro wasn't shown leaving the greenhouse. Why do you know that? I just checked for myself too. For some reason he was shown entering the greenhouse but not leaving. Also, I believe you all already know this, but... There's no way to leave the greenhouse other than the automatic door in the front. I love these poses. This is cool. Also, his shade of green is very nice. How do you interpret this oddity? If he had never stepped 1 foot out of the greenhouse, it would flip the whole case upside down, don't you think? That would make the maid's alibi irrelevant. She could be the perpetrator. Ow. So it was Mizuno. Explain that, detective. If you can't prove this, then it would mean she did it. That does not mean that. Well, A does not equal B here, bud. Starting an evidence puzzle. How did Tsukijiro head to the man without showing up on the security footage? This is the main issue with this case. Well, I think the main issue is the bullet in his eyeball, but sure. I should reach the answer by carefully putting the gathered pieces together. Oh, there's a lot for this one, huh? What was the other item Tsukijiro left behind? Article left behind by Tsukijiro, something that you wouldn't normally see around there. That has to be a clue to solving the mystery. Yes, the thread. The sound effects are doing a lot. For some reason, the thread the same color as Tsukijiro's clothes was behind the greenhouse. The information was needed. We needed to prove this fabric on Tsukijiro was... Komeda. What's important here is... An important aspect of the clothing is that the hem of his clothes is ripped. No doubt that torn part got caught on the hedge behind the greenhouse. So Tsukijiro was walking behind the greenhouse for some reason. What entrance did he use? It was a back door to the greenhouse so you could secretly get out. The door Tsukijiro used was... Sorry, I just sneezed there for a sec. I don't really understand the framing of this question. No, we would have all the evidence. Because, like... the entrance he used to get out of there would have to be related to the lighting system, I think. Oh, fuck. That's not it. I mean, he can secretly get out, but... I guess the manual handle? But it would just open the automatic door. That wouldn't get him out of there. Yeah, because that's the automatic door. This one opens the automatic door automatically. I feel like I'm just stupid about this. Because, like... I think he used the automatic door, he turned on the lighting system and that. So we're just going to say automatic door and it's going to yell at me for it. Oh, never mind. Okay, so then I assume there would have to be still some hidden door. Only one door to the greenhouse, the automatic one. If that's the case, he couldn't have left through the automatic door. Here's the greenhouse way. Only the door facing the garden. There isn't one at the back. How do you get out through the back? The manual handle. Can't get there by using this. Yeah, I think we're going backwards. How to get out through the back, yes. It's the lighting system now. Well, because, like, it's both. Because the lighting system has to be activated in order to use the manual one. There's no way. You simply move the door itself? It has to be capable of rotating. The lighting system on the console. The lighting system must be for efficiently letting sunlight into the greenhouse. It's a dome! It rotates the greenhouse, letting in the most sunlight for the... Okay, that's... I don't think there's any way to figure that out, that it was specifically rotating it. Am I stupid? Was there... Yeah, that feels like a hint where there would have been something like, weird, there's like some divots in the ground, like there's like a weird, like it looks like something got dragged along the ground here. Because the automatic door sticks out from the wall. Does it not? Like the arch that's there? Or I guess, oh, not the arch. Wait, detached. But then also that's like a massive issue, isn't it? Really, we got through that without it. You can't leave until the greenhouse returns to the front. This theory won't work. But there is a manual opening. But the problem is that, like, the whole reason for going through the door was because there's a decontamination arch. And the reason for the decontamination arch is to make sure that you don't ruin any of the plants inside. So why would you have a system that allows you to open a door into just not having that? I don't think I'm stupid for this. I think it's a stupid greenhouse design. Because what the fuck? What building rotates entirely like 360? Yeah, tracks, markings, something to indicate. Because, like, the reason I never would have suspected that is because, like, it's... Are we even able to see what it looks like outside?
最高システム稼働時には
Or is this...
このハンドルで扉を開けてください。
No, I don't think this is connected to that.
つまり
So when the greenhouse rotates, it is possible to go through that door.
あのシステムを作動させている間
When the system is active, the automatic door most likely locks. Also, like, why would the whole greenhouse rotate? It's a glass dome. Objectively speaking, there is no reason for the building itself to rotate. The floor could rotate. The planters could rotate. There's no reason for the door to be rotating. I stand by... A lot of the time I think that I'm stupid and it's my fault that I get that stuff wrong. On this one, I blame the game because that's some dumb logic. The conclusion we can draw is this. Some bullshit. Yeah, see, look, it notes the decontamination arch over here. Why would you have that only attached to one side of it? Maybe Tsukijiro rotated the greenhouse. How would you? The greenhouse rotates? What does that mean? That greenhouse has a lighting system. This lighting system does what its name implies. It directs sunlight to the plants, meaning the building itself can rotate 180 degrees. When the system is active, the automatic door is locked and you can't get in. However, if someone was already inside, they might end up trapped. So, the door can be opened with the manual handle. If you open the door via the manual handle and exit it with the greenhouse rotated, you could exit and go to the manor without being seen by the camera in the arch. Also, that would be so loud, would it not? It's rotating a building. What proof could you have? I have proof. There's some fabric caught in the hedge that it would have rotated towards. This was from when Tsukujiro's clothes were caught and torn by the hedge branch. Also, like, would we not have noticed that at some point? Like, because if the system automatically does that, would we not have noticed that happening? Also, hi, Ditz. Thank you for the hydration check. And the head injury. That feels about right. But yeah, like, I don't know. I feel like I'm not the dumb one for this one. Because, like, I don't think that one is on me. Because why would it rotate? It makes no sense. The structure of the building doesn't align with it. And it's just like, huh? Like, for whom? For why? What is it doing? All of that stuff. Yeah, exactly. Having just a secret door would have made more sense. Like, I whatever. Why would he go to a place no one ever goes near? This is perfect proof. He rotated the greenhouse and exited. It really, I also would argue it's not perfect proof. It just proves that he was in that area. Wait, why would you go through all that trouble to get to the library? I want to hear a good reason for that. Yeah, Tsukujiro's the victim here. Why would he be doing anything that's suspicious? That's most likely because Tsukujiro's motive was to kill Mizuno? You're probably trying to use the greenhouse alibi or camera to make an alibi. Alibi? By leaving a record of him entering the greenhouse at 6 and not exiting. He likely planned to use it as proof that he was in there the entire time. When in reality, he rotated the greenhouse left and headed to the library, with the intent to murder Miss Mizuno. What? Tsukujiro was attempting to murder Miss Mizuno using a gun. Yoichi, is it true the gun in the library was from your father's room? Yes. Yesterday I saw Tsukujiro leaving Kiyomasa Kakuri's room. He most likely took the gun then. There was a peephole made in the back of the library bookshelf. The peephole was bored into Miss Mizuno's room. Peephole? Really? I saw it as well. There is no mistaking it. But Miss Mizuno was already in the garden at the time, so she avoided being killed. And then Tsukujiro was in turn murdered by someone else. Wait a second. What you're saying doesn't make sense. He tried to kill Mizuno but was killed instead. Then wouldn't that make Mizuno the culprit? Tsukujiro's murder is not Yori Mizuno. That can't be, because she did still have an alibi. Yes, I think all of these people live here right now, and have for a couple of years. The maid could just be saying that. Maybe she was actually in her room. No, there's no mistake, she wasn't in her room. Otherwise, she would have run into Mr. Shiratori when she left the room. She came down the hall from the opposite direction. Then Tsukijiro was shot to death from an empty room.
それは
Well, shot to death
誰もいない
from an empty room.
もしかして
Maybe we've made a grave mistake.
どうしたんだ
What? What's up?
考え
What are you thinking?
もしかし
Could it be
て
that you see it?
この事
The
件
truth of this case?
はい
Yes, I just got it.
誰なの水野なんで
Who did it? Mizuno, right? Right?
月次郎
The one who
さん
shot Tsukijiro was... Oh, shit.
誰もいません
It wasn't anyone. I actually dropped my pen on my... I wasn't settled on that, but... What are you saying? That he was shot despite nobody being there? I mean, it was kind of what I assumed, but... The evidence we've collected so far reveals the truth. Nobody pulled the trigger.
なぜなら
It was nobody because it was a trap.
罠
A trap?
月次郎さん
Tsukijiro was shot dead by a trap set in advance.
罠といっても
Though a trap meant to shoot someone in the face is certainly hard to imagine.
それがどん
Do you
な
have an
罠
idea
な
of
の
what
か
such a trap would be?
罠
Trap?
私には
My mouse
それが
please
どこまで
work.
見えているんだろう
How much of it can I envision? I think my mouse gets disconnected because it doesn't it's like a wireless one and it doesn't recognize that there's nothing under it sometimes when I like pick it up and like move it around, and that's why it disconnects, but like bizarre. If I can line up all the pieces I've gathered, I should be able to see the trap. Can you please turn on mouse? I'm begging. Christ. Oh, actually the mouse fully might be dead right now because like it is just cutting in and out now. Shouldn't be because they're rechargeable batteries and they've been in the charger for a while, but whatever. Okay, but you know what? It has to be because it's just like, or no. What is it doing? Alright, whatever. The weapon used to kill Tsukijiro was the Derringer. And now it's working. So it isn't the battery, it is just the mouse. I need to stop buying a Razer mouse because they fucking suck. Like, they just keep breaking on me. Either like the weird, like the thumb rest of the last one I had completely wore through like immediately, like it had a bubble in it, so it broke. So I wanted to get one that was wireless because it's like, sure, it's, you know, with how my monitor setup or my computer setup might be better. And then the wireless one has been an absolute waste of time. If anyone has any recommendations for a good mouse, please let me know. Wireless or otherwise, frankly, just not Razer. Nice, lots of buttons. No, I typically just use the ones that have like the two extra buttons. I had one that had like, because I used to have a Razer one that had like the interchangeable sides. I didn't hate that, but I never used the other sides because they don't really fit with any of the games I play. Where was the gun planted? People, maid's room, right? Yes. The Derringer was laying in Mizuno's room. I don't know, I've just never had this issue with a wired mouse. Maybe I can, maybe there's something in the Razer settings I can change so it doesn't disconnect when it thinks that it's left the surface. Couldn't have killed Tsukijiro in the library from her room though. However, there's a peephole in the library bookshelf connected to her room. If positioned in Mizuno's bookshelf at the peephole, it could have killed him. Try to kill by a trap instead. So tried to kill her while she was in her room from the library. In order to take aim at her in the next room over, he used something. I was gonna say the revolver he brought, but I guess. The people. I don't know who made it or when. But Tsukijiro appeared to have known about it. Well, I mean, also, we know it was drilled from the library side because you can see it's clean here, but you can see the little fragmenting around the outside of this one. So it's not like she drilled it so she could kill him with it. So he entered the library intending to shoot Mizuno through the peephole that he'd presumably cut himself. But someone else had. But regardless. Now what was the switch that triggered the trap that killed Tsukijiro? Drawing on everything I figured out, I can feel a theory coming. It is the book. What did he do with that book? He took the book off the shelf, which pulled the thing. He tried to look for Mizuno through the peephole to shoot her. There'd be a book blocking the hole, so he would have to move that. He would have put his eye up to the hole as he pulls the book. I think he would probably put it there after, but the book was the switch, so he was shot in the eye. Is that what the trap was? The book was the switch and the gun still haven't been linked yet. Why would pulling the book fire the gun? Something was connecting the book to the gun. This family is truly evil. Because, like, chill. Bookmark string left in Mizuno's room. The bookmark string in the book was tied to the trigger of the gun. I mean, I guess in a way my theory was kind of correct. I did have the notion of a string being used to tie the gun to something and the book being the trigger. I had enough parts of it in place that I think I could argue that I at least understood the concept they were going for. Bookmark string uses the trap switch is very short, like it was torn in half. This is the marker from that book. It's a very long marker. Got it. From these testimonies, the conclusion we can draw is this. So what's a guy? Let's see. Oh, we're getting a comic book recreation here. Piece of evidence trap has been added to the case record. I've got it. I know the type of trap that killed Tsukijiro. Great. Let it out then. Let's hear your elegant theory. Also, we are actually getting... I ran out of all of my snoozes earlier, and I don't want the ad to run in the middle of this, so we might just run it now and get it done with, so we don't have to worry about that. What time is it in the VoD? I know it's a little bit early, but I'd rather do it early and then get it done with as opposed to having it interrupt something important. So we'll do it now, and I will see you guys in a couple of minutes to figure out who done it. Who laid the trap? Actually, we'll go a little bit further ahead and see if we can get some music. There we go.
温室を抜け出した月次郎さんはまず窓から図書室に入りました。
Okay, sorry, we're back. After leaving the greenhouse, Tsukijiro entered the library via the window. God, it's that fucking gray man. Someone needs to stop him. With the peephole in Miss Mizuno's room, he went to pull out a book. However, that book was the trigger to set off the killer's trap. The marker from that book was connected to the gun in the other room through the hole. That gun, the Derringer, was set flush with the other side of the hole. And when Tsukijiro pulled the book... What was the gun really... Like, it would have tipped over, realistically, right? The marker string pulled the trigger and the bullet was fired, hitting Tsukijiro. Got hit in the right eye just as he was trying to peer into the peephole. That is the truth behind this case. Oh, I thought there'd be more to go on after this, but that might be the end. There's no way. Oh, no, no, no! This is it. This is my chance to trap Mizuno. You tried to make Mizuno out to be the culprit knowing it wasn't her? Did you set the trap? If someone were to look into the hole, they would be killed. But the problem is who did it. Who was it that set the trap? I wonder who it could fucking be. The gun was set up on the maid's bookshelf, right? And then the answer was clear. The culprit must have been... Yeah, it has to be Mizuno. No, it wasn't me. So you're saying you were in that room not knowing there's a trap in it? Yes, I had no idea, really. It's the truth. I don't think it's hard to believe she didn't notice. The peephole's hidden between two books. So you side with her not setting the trap, then. The neutral witness shares siding with one person a lot, while one person keeps being right. I think she'd be the most suspicious from an impartial perspective. No matter how you look at it, it has to be Mizuno. I am only saying it could have been anyone that set the trap up. I don't think it's fair to constantly use Miss Mizuno as a scapegoat. That is a good point. Anyone could have set it up while she was out of the room. I don't accept it. She set the trap. Someone cast her out now. I won't give her any of the inheritance, that woman. Oh, wow. So he's dead. Yuichi. He's fine. I didn't hit him that hard. Yeah, that's what killed Sigma in VLR. How are we to continue the meeting? Let's join the second Kikuri family inheritance meeting here. The third Kikuri family inheritance meeting shall start an hour earlier tomorrow. After all, the time limit is tomorrow at 12. Let's begin an hour before that. Well, then let's break for now. The second Kikuri family inheritance meeting is adjourned. Thank you all. Okay, I did actually think we were going to go a lot longer than that. Sorry, I wanted to run the ad there. Oh well, it is what it is. This king kind of does look like a gavel, yes. I think that's intentional. Inheritance meeting twist. Got through the second day of the
こ
meeting.
うして第2回の遺産相続会議はひとまず終了
With
し
that,
た
the second Kukuri family inheritance meeting was adjourned. I've gathered a greater part of what happened here, but the one who carried out Tsukujiro's murder is still a mystery.
果たして
Who
誰
could have
席を立つ参
Now
加
instead
者
of
た
everyone
ちを
standing
尻
up,
目
I
に
sat there unable to move for a bit,
そうしているうちに
and I came to find myself alone in that hall. You did great, Ray!
うん
Someone like you.
意外にも探偵の才能があるのかもしれない
To
な
think you actually have a knack for detective work. Maybe you do have a knack for it. God doesn't get any credit.
神の
True.
試練が終わ
When
った
God's
ら
trial is over, maybe I should quit being the founder and be a detective. It's like, sound of a door sliding shut. Miss Mizuno,
いたんですか
what is it? Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. Were you speaking with someone?
あ
No, just myself. I suffer from hallucinations. Leave me alone.
よかった
Hime and Mikotori seem to have hidden themselves. That's a relief.
そ
But still,
今回の
the meeting was
会
rough.
議の
It
災
seemed
難
like
でした
everyone was
ね
out to get you.
それでもしもべ様だけは最後まで私を
But you stuck
かば
up
って
for me
く
till
だ
the
さい
end.
ましたどうして
Why would you do that for me?
なぜだろ
I'm not
う
sure.
改めて考
I
える
don't really even know myself.
だけど
But the words just flowed out of me
放っ
naturally.
ておけない
I
か
couldn't
らで
just
す
stand there and let it happen.
このままだとあなたはやってもいない罪の告
Do
逆
they?
に罪の告白をすべきものが
I should be confessing would have gotten away with it.
そんなこと
That would have been unforgivable.
そうか私は許せなかったんだ
Oh, the one behind her? You couldn't allow it.
私を殺
The
し
person
た
that killed me just going on with life with no consequences.
おそらく
The
犯
most
人
likely
だ
culprit, Kishuru Inagami.
でも
For someone like me,
その私なんか
can
とい
you
う
stop
の
the someone like me thing?
私なんかという理由で
Don't deny the truth just because of someone like me. Doesn't matter who it is, you should express yourself.
自分の
Yeah,
主
we
張を
can't
伝
get
えればいいんです
yeah, we can't hide her, unfortunately.
生
So
まれや環境なんか関係あり
status
ま
and
せんよ
environment are irrelevant. You're no different than them, right?
そんな
Someone like me. Ah,
また言い
you
ました
said it again.
本当
Oh yeah, it does look
私
like it.
癖になってい
Just
る
putting myself down has become a
も
habit.
っと胸張ってください
Take some more pride in yourself. Fight this absurd
し
situation.
もべ様も
You've also been fighting, haven't you?
今も戦っ
And
て
I'm
ます
still
よ
fighting now. God, they really don't want to. What's absurd is being murdered and coming back so incomplete.
うるさい
Shut up. Ah. What? Is someone there?
あいや
No, I meant the world needs to shut up.
そんなことより
Mizuno is the maid. She is not part of the
私に
family
付
now.
き合ってもらえませんか
Anyway, would you mind spending some time with me? She was specifically the maid for the patriarch of the family who's dead now. They're also not like a blood family. He just kind of like picked people to be part of it, which is weird because he picked really incompetent, stupid, weird people. And then also hired several other people to be part of it. It's weird. Spending time with you.
あなたの部
I
屋
still don't know who the murderer was that set the trap in your room.
犯人を追
I like
求
looking
する
around
ために
cute.
清正さんの部屋を調べてみたくて
Go master's room to flush him out. I see. Yeah, they definitely are blacking out those eyes. Of course. Huh?
犯人は
Culprit would have
清正さんの
sneaked into
銃を
Kiyomasa's room to
盗
steal
ん
the
だ
gun.
もしかしたら何か痕跡を残しているかも
Well, so yeah, so they named 4 people as getting the inheritance, his 3 sons and her for some reason. They don't really know why, other than that she was very nice to him, but she didn't know about it until the will was read. And they were all kind of like, well, why are you part of this now? You might have left some clues behind.
だからぜひ
So please help me with the investigation. But for someone like me to...
わかりま
Okay.
私は
You supremely go in the master's room.
何か変
They
化
might
が
notice that something is different.
ご主人
The
様
room
の
is this
部
way.
屋
I'll lead you
あ
there.
りがとう
Thank you. Also, I did download some of the Persona 3 songs for Beat Saber. 2 of them were very easy, and one of them was beating my ass. I don't think I ever finished it. Oh, wow.
これって
This is an investigation, right?
いえそうですよ
Yeah, that's right. Is
なん
illegitimate
だか
child.
ドキドキしますね
But none of them are his children,
私
or
捜査というもの
biologically.
は
So,
初
like,
めてなので
it would be weird if that was a priority, and then also still hired her as a maid. But also, she used to work in the Ministry of Health. And I am so certain I recognized her from the Ministry of Health route. Like, I there's something about her that looks so familiar. But whatever. I'm a little nervous. This is my first investigation.
どこか
Is there anything different than it used to
変
be?
わってる
いえ
No,
今の
not
とこ
yet.
ろ特段
Everything is the same. There's a girl with a gun.
古い写真
Old picture.
幼齢の女性
Young
が
woman,
写って
maybe
いる
his wife that passed?
どことなく
She's kind of like Mizuno. Okay, well, Ashton, I think you might be right because
古い写 妙齢の女性が映っている。亡くなられた奥さ
Can
ん。
my mouse work enough to...
この女
Do you
性
know
は
this woman?
ご主人
I've heard it was the master's late wife. She passed long before I started working here, so I've never met her. I married before the master became successful. He was poor and it was hard on her, so to thank her, he was diligent with his work. No, don't stop talking. Despite his success at work, she passed away.
そうなん。
Is that so?
確かに
The woman in the photo is dressed fairly modestly.
清正は
So he was frantically making money for her.
だけどその
But his wife's death turned the means into the end, and he spun out of control.
それが
And that might have led to the illegal tobacco growing and smuggling.
古いし妙齢
A counter to the end of the world.
この机の
His desk drawer is locked.
鍵はどこだ
Where
ろう
I get the key be? I need to look for it. Mizuna looks like she has something to say.
スナッピングで
Maybe snapping with some of Mizuna's evidence will provide some help. Maybe, but I want to look at the
地
globe.
球儀だ
Globe. The Earth sure is round and vast. Doesn't really look like Earth. I mean, I guess that's probably supposed to be Europe and Africa, but the continents do not... It seems like we're missing an ocean, perhaps, in there. On the east side of Africa there. And also, Europe and North America seem very close in this scenario. That's also possible. I don't really know why this would be something that we would snap on, but sure.
水野さん
Mizuno, when your case has been solved,
それと
when all
私の
I
抱え
have
てい
going
る
on
い
is
ろん
taken
な
care
こ
of.
と
Would you like to go on a trip? A trip? Me? Sorry, that must be pretty sudden. Did I upset you? No. I'm sure that was a joke, but Mr. Shimobe, you are quite an interesting person. Interesting. That side of you is also a... Hmm? Okay, cool. I love having normal conversations with people where we flow through one part of the sentence to the next. Seems like she's looking around for anything that might be unusual. Okay.
すごい量の銃だ
Again, it's the collection you each
これが
mentioned.
陽一の言っていたコレクションか
Doesn't seem like we're getting penalized for using snaps here. The revolver Tsukijiro tried to use in the Derringer from the trap
こ
were
こから持ち出す
taken from here then.
はい
Yes, most likely. Also, this is such a weird bedroom to have. This is where I, the richest person in the world, sleep, and instead of putting my guns somewhere else, they are all in here. Only the master had an interest in them. They scared me, so I stayed away too.
なくなって
I
た
didn't notice they were missing. Bookshelf. The book is The History of Sacrifices, Part 2. Long ago, the country aiming to maintain global harmony. Sacrifices have already been mentioned, but these sacrifices Mikotori was talking about. Let's see. Sacrifices were made over a long period. Without the nourishment of sacrifices, the earth will rot and the sun will burn out. Devout followers would volunteer to be sacrifices for the world and the founder. Their ancestors had sacrificed themselves for the earth, so they too had to do the same. In other words, the country was built on mass sacrifice. Becoming a sacrifice was considered an honor in the society. The dead, seen as heroes, piled up at the city center. They were the world's cornerstones. This tradition continued for 30 years until the world stabilized. The bodies piled up to form a large, human-shaped statue, the symbol of glory. Glory, honor, pride. The symbol of glory now towers the city, viewable everywhere. SHUTEN Order's followers hold the utmost respect for those who saved the world. Blessed be the SHUTEN Order. The statue is made of corpses? It's made of the corpses of the sacrifice. That's so many dead bodies. Maybe there really are only 160 people left alive. How crazy is the SHUTEN Order? This means I was a follower and I was the founder. Oh, am I the crazy one who can't comprehend it? Different weddings, right?
難しそうな本がたくさ
All
ん
the
並
difficult
んでい
books.
る
Any about economics,
経
chemistry,
営学や
botany?
科学物理学よく見
There are
る
also many about guns, trapping, hunting, the death penalty. Scary.
銃集めが
Gun
趣
collecting
味
appeared to be his
だって
hobby, but maybe this was too. This book is The History of Sacrifices, Part 2. Yes. The sacrifice Mikotori was talking about? Oh, okay, there's nothing else there.
難しそうな
Difficult books.
医療器具が置き
Medical
っぱな
equipment
しに
left
なっ
out.
ている
Kiyomasa must have used it.
清正が使っていたものだろう
Blah, 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 blah.
清正さんが使われて
Kiyomasa used these, yes?
と
Yes.
言っても
But they weren't to treat anything. They were only they only mentioned his or monitored his condition.
朝晩
I mean, maybe they were like,
私がこれで様々な機能の
I don't know,
ベンチマー
embalmed
クスコ
somehow?
アを測定
Every night I would use the various functions to check and record his benchmark scores.
ベンチマークスコア
Benchmark scores?
よく
I get it, but maybe it's a term in the medical field. Yeah, that's a pretty obvious one. Okay, this must be where
ここに
Kiyomasa
清正は
slept.
寝ていたのだ確か
According to Mr. Domo, on the day he passed, he was strong enough to walk all around the manor.
はい
Yes, I was very surprised too. Apparently used a medicine he'd stashed away, but did you give it to him?
いえ
No, I don't know anything about it. Mr. Shield already said you didn't know either.
心配なの
Tried to
で
accompany him since I was worried, but he said it was unnecessary.
ずっと寝たき
He'd
りだ
been
った
bedridden, but suddenly was able to walk alone?
不思議
It
で
was
す
strange. I thought maybe he'd gotten better,
それな
but the
の
next day,
そういえば
it was the tobacco. Now that I think about it,
お散歩さ
as
れ
he
て
was
い
walking,
る
he said some
時
strange things.
確か
Things like, I can hear voices and wake up.
独り言の
It seemed like he
よう
was
でした
talking to himself, so I left it alone.
なんだろ
Could that be related to the strong side effects Domon mentioned? Was there
う
a
医
thing
療
here?
器具が置きっぱなしに 古い写真だ妙齢
Old
の女
picture,
性が
young one, maybe his life the past. We
ど
already
こ
know
とな
that.
く
Kinda looks like Mizuno. I think this is the only one left.
みんなそんなに終焉の日が待ち遠しいのかな水野さん
Are you eager for the end of the world too? Huh?
え
Well,
それは
yes.
むしろこの国で待ちわびていない教団員なんて一人もいないと思う
Yeah, there was some sort of secret medicine. I'm assuming it was the tobacco or related to the tobacco, specifically because they said it gave you a high, but then it poisoned you. I'm wondering if maybe he was. It implies that the tobacco that's in this setting is significantly stronger, or else they just have no tolerance for it. So maybe like he used some of that tobacco to try and get around. I don't know. There's a single member of the order in this country that isn't.
我には
Well, this would be the shooting order.
水野さん
I
も
think Mizuno thinks like that. The shooting order is scary. It's so spooky.
この机の
The desk drawer is locked.
鍵は
Oh wait, why did I not?
この机の引き出し鍵がかかっていて開かない
Is there much else that we can do here? I thought we've checked everything, haven't we?
ベッドだここに清正は寝ていた
Was
の
this not? I already did
ベ
that.
ッドだ医療器具が置き
Mm,
難しそうな本が
it's a difficult books.
すごい量の銃だこれが陽一の言っていたコレクション月次郎さんがここから持ち
Yeah, we've already read that one. Maybe there's something else
す
here.
ごい
No. What am I missing? Am I stupid? Have we not already hit all of
幼齢
these?
の女性が写っている亡くなられこの机この机
Wait,
鍵は
where could the key be?
あの
スナッ
I
ピ
was
ング
gonna
で
say, snapping some of her evidence will help. But like,
この机の引き出し
so would it mean like just snapping with some evidence here? But then what would be the... Which part of this would be the evidence that opens? I don't know. Sure, let's just see what this does.
あの
Mr. Shinobe, thought I might be out of place, so I didn't say anything, but
実は
the
そ
door
の
isn't
引き
locked,
出
it's
し
just stick. Oh,
えそうなんですか
is that so? I'm sorry, I thought I'd get yelled at for speaking out of turn.
水野さん
Sad, how poorly must you have been treated up until now?
何をやっても叱られ
Getting
ない
yelled at over and over everything. Okay, I'm stupid. I thought it meant when it said like snapping at some of her evidence, it meant like snapping at something she was gonna say to something, but I'm whatever, I'm stupid. Thank you for telling me.
で
So how do we open it? Okay, the master would lift up the desk like this. It opened.
私で
Was I have some help?
役に
That's
立つ
putting it
の
lightly. I would have given up without you.
ありがとうござい
Thank you. Well, I apologize for not saying anything sooner.
何を言うん
What are
で
you
すか
talking about? I should have
えっ
asked.
と
Alright, the contents then.
ご主人
It's the
様
master's journal.
私がこ
I
こ
often
に
wrote
勤
in
め
it when I
始
started working here.
読んでも
I wonder if it's okay to read it.
気が引け
And
る
he's not going to stop you.
捜
Bothers
査
me a little, but it's for the investigation. Part of me thinks I should get into journaling.
今日もあの医者が
Doctor came for that drug
あ
today.
の薬をねだり
Demands a lot despite being no help. The doctor's been trying to get me to say how I make that drug. He can't wrap his head around what's happening in that greenhouse.
あの
A drug? Is it not the tobacco?
温室にはまだ
Is there still some secret within the greenhouse? I feel myself weakening to think it would get this frail. Probably the drugs I've made, but they allowed me to achieve well. Getting over that treasure to my sons after death is worrying. Is there any way I could change the inheritance laws? I'll have to ask Inagami. A soul changing the law wasn't possible, but he did suggest a will. See, it's a good idea. It's mostly just playing through all the visual novels that we've had for a while. We're working to try and finish a couple of them. How you doing? It's a good idea. Now I can stop worrying. What would Yori think? I can never be grateful enough for her. Is that rare?
日記の最後のページ
Tree
には
was written in deep red on the next page. We've seen red, we've seen tree, retribution.
この文字は一体
Yeah, Pokopia kind of fucked up my schedule and my plans.
何か
Miss Mizuno, do you have any idea what this is? I'm not sure. It is the master's handwriting, but it feels like it has some sort of grudge imbued in it.
もしかして
Maybe it is
私が
something to make him
何
resent me.
いや
We only wrote with gratitude when talking about you.
ご主人
Mister,
ご主人
Mister.
水野さん
She must be uncomfortable after seeing that disturbing page in Kimasa's diary.
清正さん
Kimasa probably wanted you to receive the inheritance.
だから
So be proud. Accept it.
私が見守
I'll
って
watch over you,
ます
so let's go tomorrow together. Okay? Shall I keep you happy? Yeah, I mean, I think we'll probably come back to Pokopia down the road.
どうか
Yoichi, please reconsider. Yoichi!
今の声
Was
は
that voice Nigi Kukuri?
中庭の方
I
から
think it came from the garden.
行ってみましょう
Let's go see what's going on. Yeah, there is a new event happening with the stabilized stuff, so maybe we'll try that. I have also been considering Tomodachi Life. That might also end up being a yapping game, because everyone else seems to be having a lot of fun with it, and I haven't tried it yet, and I want to because it seems like a good time. I'm so uncreative with like coming up with characters and stuff. I don't know what I would do for it is the thing. Yoichi, open this now.
あの
Something the matter?
あ
Oh, the phony detective.
実は
Yoichi said he's staying in the greenhouse till 11 tomorrow and shut up in there.
温室の
Because
方
it's
が
safe in the greenhouse.
は
I see.
それは
Suppose that is true. What are you talking about? If anything happened to him,
遺産
all the inheritance would go to that foul woman.
そうなので
I couldn't stand that. If that's how it is, then. Stop. Are you mad?
あなたが犯
If you
罪を
commit a
起こし
crime, the entire inheritance will be taken away.
それもそうね
Yeah, the Switch 2 has been coming out with enough good games that it is, I think, probably a hard thing to resist. You're right.
ありがとう
Right there.
冷静
I mean, I do think that there is still a good chance that she's like his illegitimate daughter or something, or like a clone of his dead wife that he's brought back. Thank you. That calmed me
と
down.
にかく
Anyway, I'm going to wait patiently till tomorrow's meeting.
あ
I'm looking forward to it. Inheritance, inheritance. We love mental illness.
陽一さん
I
が
mean,
温室に
but those are two pretty solid console sellers. And back to, like, frankly, the most baffling thing about those two is that, like, I don't know why they would allow Tomodachi Life and Pokopia to come out so close to each other. Like, those should have been at least 3 months apart. They weren't. No, Pokopia is not. Pokopia is only like a month and a half, isn't it? I don't know. Pokopia has been absolutely cannibalized by SHUTEN Order, or not SHUTEN Order, by Tomodachi Life, though it seems like. March 5th. Yeah, it's almost 2 months. So it's not that. Probably still should have been further apart, because they do definitely compete with each other. But also, that gave people time to play enough Pokopia.
何事も
And
なけ
I
ればいい
bet,
けど
actually, the reasoning was probably to try and make it a console seller and be like, look, there's 2 games back to back that you're missing out on. Hope nothing happens.
遺産を受け取
The
る
condition for receiving the inheritance is to survive until noon tomorrow.
だとすれば
Then Mizuno might also be in danger. Watch over Mizuno all night.
水野
This
さん
Mizuno, I'll keep watch outside your door for the night.
だから
So
水
you
野
try
さ
not
ん
to worry and get some sleep. I couldn't accept that. I don't want to be a burden.
たった数
It's
時
just
間
sitting in the hall for a few
それ
hours.
よりもっと
I've
辛い
experienced
ことが
far worse. Don't worry about me. Yeah, I've been like murdered.
ありがとう
Thank
ござ
you.
いま
I'll
す
take you up on your kindness then.
どうか
Please watch over me.
私
Night, Prince.
Eh?
It's nothing.
うん
Nothing. Guess what's all I'm saying.
夜は長いな
Okay. Just because I'm pretty sure that this is where things are about to get very hectic. I think we're gonna. I mean, talking Mondo and Pogyawi and Tomodachi Life. I am not surprised. I'm surprised I haven't seen it, frankly. Yeah, we're gonna save there. And we're going to go to the title. And we're going to be done for today, just because it's already running a little bit, or we're already past 3 hours now. Yeah. And I don't want to end up having to go for 5 hours because I do have to work in the morning. I specifically told my boss that I would be there. Locked room murder mystery. I mean, I think it's going to be a locked room murder mystery for the guy. I think she's going to survive. I think it's going to turn out that she was actually involved in it all along. That's at least my ongoing theory, I guess. Yeah, let's see. Who can we raid out to today? Let's see. Have I rated out to them recently? I have not. All right, let's raid out to J1. Thank you everybody for coming by, whether you're for some of the stream, all the stream, bits and pieces, etc., etc. I'm gonna get you the raid messages here. First one's for subscribers. Second one is for everyone else. And yeah, tomorrow we're gonna do some Beat Saber after I'm done with work. I actually just got like some little clip-on battery things that I can use for that, so it won't die in the middle of the stream. Hopefully, I mean, if it does, at that point I don't know what to do about it because there's multiple. What happened to the raid message? Oh no, the first one will always show up like that, but it's just because it's just because the bot doesn't have the permissions to use the emotes, I think. Yes, first one is for subscribers. Second one is for everyone else. Yeah, see, it'll work once you copy paste it. But yeah, we're gonna raid out to J1. He's playing some Overwatch. Yeah. Oh, actually, I don't. No, J1 was playing Sims while in the queue for Overwatch party. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. Whether you're for some of the stream, all of the stream, bits and pieces, all that good stuff. Tomorrow I'll see you for Beat Saber. Sunday we're gonna do some Overwatch finally, and then also play VLR with Buppo. And yeah, peace out. Goodbye. Abba.